around our kids, I'll be god dog.
None of
What you
those
think
is
about that,
okay.
CJ?
None of those is okay.
Hold on, let me let
I
CJ.
think that when you see the children that are acting up in public
Now what?
and and they're not listening to their parents, and this happens quite often, they're screaming, running around the aisles and stuff like that. Dead giveaway, pretty much, that they did not discipline their children right. But I do agree that spanking doesn't necessarily have to be implemented, but that doesn't mean that you're a bad parent either. Because if your child is turns out to be a successful an adult, the spanking didn't play a role. If that had probably helped when they were younger, you know.
Go ahead, Queen Sana. I know you wanted to get in there. Go ahead, Queen Sana.
I did because that is true sometimes, sis. And sometimes them acting out is them letting mom and dad know the way you knock me upside my head at home. I bet you won't do that in the store where everybody can see you and somebody can make me safe. But we got to remember balance. It's not always our perspective. It's a lot of different ways to look at a thing, right? Um, but most importantly, it's what have we ever asked ourselves why it had to involve hitting? But hold that thought, because I want to go back to what you said is walking on eggshells is not okay for anyone. You can't even be a regulated human if you're constantly having to survive a situation or a person. Now translate that into somebody that's 3, 4, 5 years old trying to survive somebody who they've been taught is supposed to be a safe person, right? If I ask you to do something and you don't understand what I'm asking you to do, and now I'm hitting you because you didn't do the thing I asked you to do that you didn't understand to begin with, how will that ever be okay in any dynamic? If I'm not
You want more
communicating,
juice?
it doesn't mean that
Let
I'm
me see your trash.
walking on eggshells. It means I'm making sure that we're clear. I'm I'm looking at you face to face. I'm using words that your young self understands. Just because I assume you understand it doesn't mean you do, but you can't even tell me because you're a kid. Kids don't know what we know, and we don't know all of what there is to know. So then that leads me to wonder, why are we so hard on kids who are literally just figuring it out, but we want people to be soft and graceful with us when we're trying to figure it out? How's that fair? So where do we find the balance in this process that gets them from where they are now to a better version of who we are, or a better version of what we hope to be? Does it come with being violent to your kid, or does it come with finding other options? Why are people so dead pressed on hitting the kid? To establish dominance. It's not about correcting a kid. You want to make sure that they know that you are in charge, you're the boss, do what I say, or you get the fist.
Well, not the fist, but the belt. The belt.
Whatever
But
you choose
okay.
to use, I'm saying fist because it's all the same to me.
But sometimes people don't listen to words.
So what?
Sometimes you talk. But this is the thing.
Now I gotta
Sometimes
hurt you.
hold on. Let me finish. Sometimes you have to correct them, and sometimes that bit of correction through a spanking may save their lives, because again, if they have to go to prison, it's going to be a lot worse. Again, in a street fight, it's going to be a lot worse. If someone doesn't like their behavior and they think that they can say whatever or do whatever and just express themselves all over the place, some people ain't having that. Some people will take you out for expressing yourself all over the place. So the balance has
So
to be
teach
that you
situational
have to
awareness.
prepare your children. You have to prepare your children for the world, and the world is not going to be so nice like boss.
So that's cool, but I teach my kids situational awareness. So that doesn't involve hitting either. They're not going to be able to pay attention to what's going on if they're always trying to duck and dodge my hands. So I'm talking to them. I'm walking them through things. In the moment when they're doing something they don't need to be doing, I'm stepping away for a minute so I don't handle this in a way I don't want to. And they have a minute because they know mommy, the Super Saiyan, is right on the other side of everything that's happening right now. So we all have choices to make. If I have given them a good set of tools, they will make the right choice when I step back into the situation. If they don't, I'm going to remind them natural consequences are right around the corner. It's out of my hands now. And that's it. I don't have to touch a kid to make that known. The only reason I have to hit a kid is if I need a kid to know I'm bigger, stronger than you, and do what I say. One day they will be bigger than me. My son is almost my height right now, and he's only 12. I got to have a better set of tools if the only thing
Yeah,
I can think of to get what I want is to hit a kid. I'm so fortunate to have had parents, a parent, whatever, that talked through some things and applied some, added some applied knowledge to the situation. So I don't just have to remember pain because, you know, as a woman, getting hit growing up also justifies hitting being a natural part of love too. And a lot of people don't think about that. Maybe it's the same for men. I don't know. I can't speak for that. But even with my boy, I don't want my boy to think it's okay being hit on by somebody that says I love you. I don't want my boy so pissed off that, somebody his age and size, he don't have to worry about what's going to happen if he retaliates. I don't want to do none of that. You know what I mean? So I keep
But
the
he
violence
needs
out
to
of
know
it.
that and to
but hold on.
understand that in order to survive in this world.
He doesn't need
Yeah,
to
but
know
Because
beating up
what
on men because he couldn't hit his mom back.
no no no
give
no
me
no
a
no
second.
no no
That's
no
what
no
I'm
no no
talking
no
about.
no.
Wait, give me
That
1 second before. Go ahead, ADS, and then I gotta read this real quick. Go ahead, ADS. Finish your thought. Sorry.
there may be physical consequences amongst other men for your behavior.
Right. Hey,
I do
Scorch
want to
Earth
say,
said,
oh,
give me a second, CJ. Give me a second,
okay.
CJ. And because I'm gonna let Queen Sanaa answer, and then you gotta have to Queen Sanaa. Scorch
What
Earth said, ask the people who thinks it's something wrong with spanking their children. What's the relationship between the fathers of these children with the mom? That this is the problem with leadership and following. Shout out to Scorch Earth. Welcome to the show, man. Good to see you. Go ahead, Queen Sanaa. You can
That's a
answer both
great
of those.
question. I
And then
experienced
CJ got next.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
even need to talk about it. It wasn't a safe situation. And once I was able to establish safety for myself and my children, I could teach my children in a more well-rounded and holistic way of how to deal with things. But my children can also do a lot of things that a whole lot of kids out here can't do because of what I instill in them, which has been way more valuable than any physical violence I could bring to them. And so I don't see the value in harming my kids to teach lessons. Hey, if y'all can't get it, then that's on y'all. And y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all got to worry about that. But I know that when my kids reflect on what they're experiencing, they're going to remember the bad and they're going to remember the good. And I can promise you, the parent I became far outweighs the parent that I've been. That's my personal journey. I'm not judging nobody. All I can do is tell you what I know. And what I know is there are better things to do than beat your kids to teach them a lesson. Yes, some dude may put his hands on you when
Busy,
you
can I get
older.
next?
That has nothing to
Wait,
do
hold
with
on.
me
CJ got
spanking him.
next.
I'm talking about what ADS just said.
And
That
then
me spanking him don't have nothing to do with what you just said. Me spanking her don't have nothing to do. I can tell them that and they'll know. I can show
Queen
them that and
Sanaa,
they'll
I
know.
see you
give me
as high IQ, and I can imagine your kids being very high IQ. But
give me a
not
second.
all kids is as high IQ as yours. You know
ADS,
what I'm
hold
saying?
on real quick. 'Cause you skipping
Are you
ADS, you
smart?
skipping the line, brother. Give me a second. You skipping the line, brother. I told you CJ was next. CJ
Thanks
been
for the
waiting
compliment,
patiently. She
though.
asked to go. Okay, hold on. Go ahead, CJ. CJ, what say you? And then ADS, you got it. And then welcome to the show, Scorched. How you doing, bro?
What up, brother?
Yes, I agree with what he just said as far as being high IQ. It sounds like her children are highly intelligent, and they can understand certain things on the fly and not do certain things on the fly. However, that's just not what I've witnessed out with other parents with unruly children in public, to where where I've seen where there's children that have to be told over and over again to please stop, and you have to beg and plead and negotiate. But with a child, to me, a younger child that was spanked, they're gonna stop right away. They're gonna be like, "What did I tell you?" They're gonna know what the mother means or the father means. They're gonna stop acting up right away. So sometimes things like spanking, I think that's where it works, where it needs to be on the fly sometimes. So, I think it's just a case by case basis. But I also wanted to say that I grew up, my parents sent me to a private Christian school when I was in elementary. Um, and they actually, the principal would actually spank you. They gave them permission to do that. Um, these were Christian teachings. So the one time that I did get spanking. I had to go to the principal's office. I had to bend down, and she had a paddle. I think I got hit like 3 times. After the third time, she came and she hugged me, and she said, "This is why I spanked you. This is what you did. You know, you need to behave more." So it was like I got the 3 hits, and then she hugged me and told me what was wrong. I don't think that my parents should have allowed that to happen, but I just wanted to emphasize that it seems to be a part of Christian. You know, if you want to talk about religious side of spanking, that's it.
Yeah, thank you, CJ. Cell
I,
said, Say Like Podcast says, soft parenting BS. Shout out to Say Like Podcast. Welcome to our show. Good to see you. Let me give me 1 second, and then ADS is next, y'all. ADS is next, and then y'all could answer after ADS. Get in where you fit in. Give me 1 quick second, y'all. Let me just shout out to Chindy Alice. Chindy Alice said, huh? What the F? Shout out to Chindy Alice. What's up, fam? Good to see you. Bridget M says, shout out to my sister Bridget M says, some of these badass kids only hear spankings. Shout out to Bridget M. Make sure if y'all want your comments highlighted and read beyond what I've read of your comments, make sure y'all do so through the super chat or through the Cash App. Support the show, support the stream. I mean, my man Kojak 33 Degree said, negotiate shit. I don't negotiate with a woman or a man. You know I ain't negotiating with no child shit. All right, go ahead, Lord ADS. And then I think Queens, and I want to
see,
get back in there. Y'all got it.
I have been the parent involved with the 3-year-old in the middle of the grocery store who then grabbed something in his hand. And I said, put it back, son. And he then said, slam the shit and told me no. And then hit me. I've been involved with that. And if you don't get his little ass, he'll do it again. And he did it again at 5 years old, but differently. He tried to be smoother about it. He ain't slamming, he put it back and then try to walk away. And I got his little ass again, and he ain't do it no more. You know, not every child is as high IQ as other children. For matter of fact, it's rare that you get one that good. You got good DNA like that? I need you to help me with my DNA.
I share DNA though. Y'all making a lot of assumptions about my kids. Y'all don't know nothing about my kids. Y'all don't know whether or not my kids have behavioral issues that are worthy of higher levels of care. Y'all don't know if my kids have diagnoses that make it a lot harder for them to behave a certain. Y'all don't know. Don't make assumptions based on what I'm saying. All I'm saying is I learned something different. And when I tell you about the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 year old in the grocery store aisle, in those moments, there are decisions that have to be made. But 9 times out of 10, and then 10 times out of 10, with what I know now, I can guarantee you spanking has never been it. It's always something different I could do. When we go in this store, don't touch nothing. You touch nothing, we're walking back out. Is it inconvenient to walk back out because a kid didn't listen? Yes. Will a kid figure out real fast they don't want to keep walking out of this store? Also, yes. So I got some sacrifices to make. That's not a negotiation. That's I said what I said. I stood on what I said. I kept my word, and then we figured out what we was gonna do next. And I ain't have to hit nobody. This has nothing to, it's not about IQ. It's about tools to raise kids that do not involve spanking. And the only way you're gonna know is if you learn it. If you choose not to learn it, I'm gonna say it again. You gotta ask yourself why you would rather spank a kid.
When my kids pick us up in the grocery store, I let them put it in the cart. I just don't buy it.
No doubt. But give me a second. Let me ask Carmen real quick. Shout out to my sis, Pretty Princess, who's a new mom. She got her beautiful children with her. What when you're hearing this stuff, what's going through your mind? What you thinking, what you hearing as you're hearing this stuff? And then I'm gonna pass it to my people, Scorched Earth and True and Kills and everybody and pass it around. Go ahead.
I get what y'all saying, but like I don't. I mainly yell and scream at my kids because they know exactly what they're doing. That's why I said like they know exactly what they're doing. In fact, when I tell them I know what you're doing, they smile like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna do it anyway. And so they just be testing people's gangster. And they're different. You can't they act so different. So it's hard for me to just be like, it's like a one-way thing. Why would I yell and smack the other one when he's listening? Like that's not fair. I know somebody who once told me like, oh, when one of them mess up, just mess them both up. That way the other one corrects the other one. Like, why would I have my child do my job?
Yeah,
No,
nah, yeah,
like
that's crazy.
you messing up, you're gonna get dealt with accordingly. You're messing up, you're gonna get dealt with accordingly. And then somebody has said something earlier, like, don't spank your kids when you're angry at them. I had to learn that early because they just be like, "Ooh, really pissing me off." So I just had to go take like a little 10-minute break, which really don't exist because they follow me everywhere I go. But so I just had to breathe, just like. But my sister
Twin
be like,
boys,
"Y'all
but
stressing my sister out. Y'all stressing mommy out." But I mean, it's just at the end of the day, a kid is gonna be a kid. They only know what you really put in them. I really feel like it's levels to certain things. Like when I do, like if they like the main time they really, really, really get like in like serious trouble, like I'm really about to beat your ass, is when they act up at daycare. Like, and that's not just because they just being bad throwing stuff, like they be hitting other kids or they be like being rude. And I'm not raising no bullies. So I'll
okay.
bring them home. I will let them know I'm going to whoop your ass, and I'm going to do that because you cannot be at daycare hitting other kids. You're not about to be a bully. I'm not about to be at work, get a phone call from somebody else's parent because you done slapped somebody else's kid. And I take accountability because I know that some of that is my fault because I let y'all fight in the house because y'all siblings. I let y'all fight over stupid stuff. Like they got 20 cars lined up right now and you want to fight because you don't want him to have one, which is crazy, selfish. But I let y'all battle it out because y'all in the house, y'all brothers, and then y'all go to daycare and y'all think that that's okay. I should not be always letting y'all, duke it out in the crib because then you think that that's what you can do to other people's kids. So you just got, I just find like a little, this is wrong. You shouldn't do this. Instead, you should share, use gentle hands, be nice, use your words. And hopefully we don't have to circle back to this. Because
I
if we
mean,
do, I'm going to whoop your ass again. Like, what are we doing here?
I mean, the
But like,
context for me of spanking is something that we've already talked about once, right? I've already talked to you about it one time, and now you're doing it again. That's when the context of spanking even comes into play, right? I believe in having that verbal kind of communication initially to make sure it's understood why I'm telling you to do this. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
But
And
Yeah,
then
that's
from
what I'm
that,
saying.
you
I
know,
hold
that
on
communicate
real
being
with
quick.
act.
him and
Hold on
he
real quick.
still,
Go ahead, finish, and then I want to say something after you, Carmen. Then I'm gonna pass the mic around. Go ahead, go ahead.
I communicate with them still. And I have to take into account like they're still young, so they don't fully grasp the concept. So what I do is I show them what I want them to do. And after I show you what it is I'm looking for, and you show me for a fact you don't care, yeah, I'm gonna. 9 times out of 10, I yell at my kids most of the time. Like, the only time they really get me, mommy, is like if it's really late and at this point you're really sitting here testing my gangster over and over again, and I just threaten them half the time, for real, for real. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. And then at some point I'll be like, okay, I gotta do it because I ain't gonna make me. You ain't gonna make me a liar. Like,
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, if you threaten it, you gotta do it. So, well, stop the threat. Shout the peace. Let me stop the threat. Let me say this though, real quick. This is the other side of Queen Sinai and everybody, and then I'm gonna pass it to Scorch and to Truth, and then let everybody else that hasn't talked get in there. My man Kills hasn't talked in a while, and we'll go back and forth. So, yo, this is the other side of it. I know a woman whose daughter, she's a soft parent, she talks to her kids, she talks to them, talks it out, whose daughter is 5 years old. And her daughter is literally about to get her fired from her job. The reason being is because her daughter always gets in trouble in school. And she's acting out, she's lashing out, she's not being respectful, whatever the case may be. Now, this woman refuses to spank her child because she got spanked as a child, and she felt like it was abuse, like we all do, right? And she's overcorrected. She just talks in consequence and talks in consequence, but you know what I'm saying? It hasn't worked. So in a case like that, in a scenario like that, I'm curious as to what y'all thoughts are on what should be done or how that should be handled. But let my man Scorch get in here first, and then my guy Truth, and then Kills just dropped off. But Kills, you're more than welcome to speak when you come back. Go ahead, Scorch, and then True, and then I'll present that to the panel.
Hey, what up, Easy man? Long time no hear from, brother. How you doing, man?
Hey man, keep doing my thing. I'm here,
Hey,
brother. Good to see
hey,
you.
hey, 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 man. I wouldn't have came on, man, but you know, of course, this is a touchy subject for us as a black community. My only question is this. When you look at the statistics of what it is and how it is people want to sit up there and unfortunately between our women and the men, you see a vast difference. You can turn around and also look at the relationships of these women that have with the fathers, their husbands. How many of them are walking in the courthouse for what reason? Irreconcilable differences on why it is that they don't want to be with their husband anymore. It's not because of cheating. And one of the things that's always coming up, abuse. Now, my question is, sometimes you can correlate that relationship with that child or the lack thereof with the relationship that they have with the child's father, or which could be their baby's father or their husband, whichever of the two that it is. And I guarantee you, I could be off, but I guarantee you, you ask these same women that, and some of the men, what is their relationship like with the father or the mother of them children? And I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, that results in the relationship that they have or the lack thereof with their child. I'll rest.
Interesting. All right. Yo, Sin is wild. Sin 7 said, you ain't been over here. You come over here with the drama talking about cause you is abusive. That's crazy. That's crazy. Living Humbly, what's up, fam? Say, yeah, these ladies up here, they're talking about we don't need to spank them. Sound like white parents. LOL. I give you that. I give you that. The Chatter King said, I don't know what that is. Shout out to that. In DJ Wakanda, I don't know what you're talking about, but shout out to you, Chatter King. Living Humbly also said, putting your kids in timeout or talking to them is not going to help 100% of the time. I agree with that. Go ahead, True. What say you? And then I know people want to get back in. What's up, Brandon Nesbitt? What's good? What's up, Ronnie? You can't be off if you guarantee it, brother. Go ahead, True.
Yeah, what's going on, bro?
What's good?
Yeah, not too much. Hope everyone's good on the panel and everything like that. The one lady, she was cooking. That's something that I had to learn. It didn't take me that long to learn it because, you know, I wanted to make sure that I was a better parent in all facets than my parents were. The great things that they taught me, I took along with me, but the things that weren't needed, I did not take along with me. And sometimes, like, what happens is we got the regular hustle and bustle of life, taking care of bills, taking care of them, and things like that. It can be frustrating. And majority of the time, because I'll give you a scenario. You'll be sitting in the house and your kids will be playing like they normally do, you tearing up. And it's fine until you hear something break. Then you like, sit the mother effing down before I whip your mother. So the question is, why did you wait till they break something for them to calm down? Why is they acting up like this? Why is they all tearing up? Because they're used to doing it. Majority of the time, if you're organized and you have you got constructive criticism, you got most of the time you organize. So if you're constantly got them on a plan, they are usually going to abide by that plan. Just like when you have infants, as soon as you get them on a schedule, they run right with it. Feeding time, they wake up right along that hour or two interval to wake up to eat, start crying, wake up, breastfeed, all that type of stuff. They will adapt to who you are. The way I found out how my parenting was increasing was because I did not have to pop them no more. I never beat my children. I popped them when they was early and when they was older. After that, when I changed up, like if it was a cup on the side of the table and I saw me being mindful, hey, they could fly past here and knock it off. So what I do, either I push it to the side, away from it so they can't knock it off and break it, or I clean it myself, or the better thing is to do, hey, baby True, come get your cup off the table and put it in the zinc, please. Thank you. Things like that. That's when you start becoming better parents. Beating should be a last resort. That's when you got a bad kid. They hitting you and they hitting everybody else. And if they having problems with anger like that, that is not their fault. It's either they are learning to handle things like that, or somebody said up here, that's in their DNA. They did not ask for that. And sad part is we don't realize how a lot of stuff travels down from our genes, from our fathers, from our mothers, from our grandfathers. You know, we always say, oh, that person looked like they've been here before. Yes, it's in their DNA. And we don't understand dreams, memories, all this stuff come down DNA. Last thing I'm gonna say, y'all ever heard of deja vu, right? Like if you ever been somewhere and you feel like you've been there before, that's because it's in your DNA. Maybe somewhere along the city,
Facts.
pops or somebody been to a certain location and you never even been there, but you felt like you've been there before. These are the things, the way we are spiritually connected to this world and grounded by our quote unquote ancestor. But most of the time it's DNA, bro.
Okay.
I'm so glad to hear a man saying all the things that you just said, how what we put in them is what's coming out, as well as if we're also allowing them to use phones and be on iPads and see all this other stuff, that's also feeding who they are. And then they are who they are because of DNA. I'm so glad you just said all of that, because in that case, if we're not doing the best that we can do, how are we punishing them for the outcomes?
So what if you are doing the best that you can do? And in the case that I gave you out earlier, I'm curious to what you think. This young lady has 2 daughters. One of them is off the chain, and she continues to have to get calls at work and get her daughter, single mother, whatever the case may be. What are your thoughts about that? Like, I mean,
Where's the
how
father at?
Hey, Izzy, tell me when I can get it next.
I'm just asking overall.
I would like to say something as far as it seems like this would require spanking, but she might have missed the mark. Or I don't. How old did you say she was?
The little girl, I think, is 5 years old.
Where's the
Okay.
father at, Izzy?
Now, in this case, Izzy,
Hold on, real quick, ADS. Hold on, real quick. I'm not sure, Scorch, where the father is. Let's just say, for the sake of conversation, the father is not in the picture.
One of the things I had to say to that earlier, and I'm having technical difficulties, so I have to keep stepping out at the good parts, is if this is not working, that still doesn't mean you have to default to spanking. There are many other options. So, for example, I hate comparing people to things, but if you get a piece for your car and it's not giving you the desired result, you're going to keep trying to get different pieces. Are you ever going to slap the car because it's not operating the way you want it to? The bottom line is,
Replace the car.
Man, look,
the bottom line
Absolutely.
is
I
in
told
this
my
case,
kids.
you can get on the Googles.
Wait. Some
You
of the
can,
best mechanics beat the engine and make it work. That's
well, then
absolutely.
let's use a different example. I mean, if y'all want to justify beating kids, I can't even be a part of this thing.
It's
I
just,
mean,
No, I'm
What
just,
I'm
I'm just
saying,
with you
what I'm
I
talking.
saying
told my
is,
kids straight up, and they
what I'm
no. I mean,
One second,
potentially,
what I'm
one mic,
I'm gonna
y'all.
finish my thought. I'm gonna finish
One
my
mic.
thought.
Let Queen Sanaa finish her thought real
Because I'm
quick, y'all.
gonna keep saying this. I have been a spanking parent my whole entire life. I have only been a non-spanking parent for 4 years. 4 years. That's it. I got many other years of having whooped ass thoroughly. Okay? I'm not talking as no new age. Oh, let's do this new thing. I'm not new. My oldest children are full adults living on their own, and they have
How
stories.
old are your oldest children?
My oldest will be 26. Well, excuse me, rest in peace. My very oldest will be 27. And my youngest children, like I
Rest in
said,
peace.
just turned 12. So they also have 8 years of ass whooping reference from me.
No, but how
Okay.
old
And
are your older children that are with us? How old are your older children now?
26. So what I'm
Okay,
saying
cool.
is, and they can attest to the kind of parent I've been when it comes to spankings and not wanting to hear nothing before licks were passed. So all of that sounding like white parents nonsense. First of all, why does it need to be Black parents are only known for spanking? What kind of trauma generational nonsense is, like, can we learn something different? Can we elevate as a people and learn
Well,
how
I
to
don't
rear
know
our
if it's,
kids?
but this is the
Like,
thing. I don't know if
it's
it's
wild.
elevation.
You can't
Hold
get
on,
a
real quick,
word in on
ADS.
your panels, Izzy. It's
Come on,
wild.
that's
I
not
mean,
yo,
really, it's
bro.
wild.
Chill out. That's not true, bro. But you gotta chill. Like, it's more. Come on, man. Like, come on, bro. So Queen Sanaa, at the end of the day, it's crazy because white kids was known to be serial deleters and school poppers and do all kinds of wild stuff, even though they got all kinds of timeouts and talking tos and alternative punishments and so forth and so on. Whereas little black children were not known for that coming up in the day because they were scared to death of their parents and what their parents would do. So what do you say to
That's a
that? And then I'm
conflated
gonna let ADS
argument.
get.
That's a
How do you
conflated
say how
argument.
so?
I know plenty of white kids who got their ass beat by moms who didn't play that mess, especially moms, kids with, anyway. I know
And they
plenty
weren't
of them.
serial deleters, were they?
No,
They
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 weren't.
grew up
That's
okay
but some,
then.
but some of them are in and out of jail. Some of them are strung out on meth. Y'all not going to justify beating kids to keep them from being serial killers because some of those kids were also abused
Deleters.
by their
I
parents
said
as
deleters.
well. So,
I
well,
said
what
serial
I
deleters. You gotta say it the way I said it because for centralized
off,
you know.
for all funsies. You hear what I'm saying? My Bluetooth is acting wild, but my point is some of them were also being brutalized by parents behind closed doors, and that was their way of asking for help, even though it was the wrong way. Just like, some of our kids in and out of jail because mom can't have a conversation, but mom got a fist to chest for you. Like, we got to do a little more research before we start throwing these things out as facts. It's not fact that because your parent gives you a hug. It
Oh,
is facts that if you are not reared with the proper tools, you are going to.
oh, you breaking in and out real crazy, Queen. So now, go out and come back in. We want to hear what you guys say. Go ahead, Lord ADS. In the meantime, you got the floor.
It's the this is maybe a potential spanking, but sometimes, especially with extreme and brash behavior like that, you just need to figure out what's going on with that child. You need to get them from a psychiatrist. You need to get them checked out and see if they are a-okay, right? Because distributing that type of behavior publicly without any conscious of even self-consciousness in those circumstances tells me something else, right? There might be a little something that might not be, saying something might not be tweaking in there. So try to get them some professional help at that point. But besides that, though, sometimes not everything requires a spanking, right? And keep in mind there are thresholds to the limits of why you should be spanking your child. There are thresholds to that limit, right? There's a little acting out in class and things went wrong. Okay, you can get a spanking for that. But when they get to those brash and extremes, especially if it's a consistent thing with a certain teacher, so you want to question that teacher very heavily, but you want to make sure your child is a-okay. So that's what I kind of think about it.
There's a difference between spanking and beating.
Hmm.
I just want to make sure that I emphasize that because what I have done is spank on the butt or on the legs when they were little. And again, you're not hitting them like an adult. You're being mindful of the force that you're using. But in the case that you mentioned with a single mom, to me, I don't think she should take off spanking completely off the table, especially if it's consistent to where her job is she could get fired from her job. That seems pretty serious. So I think all avenues need to be explored.
Yeah, definitely. Who disagrees with that? What CJ just says, but in the position of a mom that is trying what she can. She's a single mom. It is what it is. She's trying what she can, and her daughter keeps acting up to the point where she got to come and get her daughter from school continually because the people want to kick her daughter out of school. What do y'all think about that? What I
I
mean,
told my
anybody have any
kids,
different?
I told them straight up, if I have to leave work to come up to that school for y'all, I'm going to whoop your ass at school. I'm going to whoop your ass when you come home. And then you going to just we going to have a nice talking to afterwards. But no. I mean, I just feel like some things it's just I agree that you should explore other avenues, but I don't agree that you should do nothing until you find what works. You I'm gonna try this week. I'm gonna try that this week. That's fine. That's dandy. But if you know that this is gonna work today, we're gonna have to work what's going to work today until I get the tools that I'm going to need for the future. But you're not just gonna be getting off easy on. Like no. And
Hey,
sometimes
true.
that be
I
what
don't
they
know about.
need. That's
I
sometimes
don't
that's what
know.
they need.
Yeah, I don't know why that kid is so bad though. And maybe they're asking for attention, but if they believe, listen, the truth is if them people put that child out of school every time they act up, then the mama ain't got no choice but to get her child. So that is in a sense training that child that when she acts like that, she get more attention from her mama. She want her mama. And so maybe it could be as simple as that, to be honest. But it's like, yo, you can't cost me my living because I can't take care of you if I can't go to work, you know?
And a lot of things kids be doing for attention. So you have to divvy up your time to giving your kids positive attention. Because I had that issue, like, ooh, am I not showing y'all enough attention? Is that why y'all doing this? So now I make sure I set aside a lot of amount of time. Like in a little bit, I'm about to take him to the park, but I'm charging my phone. Like a lot of amount of time to where, okay, we get quality good time. Even if y'all making me mad, I'm not going to show y'all that y'all making me mad because we're chilling, we're having a great time, blah 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 blah. But then sometimes it's just like they be doing. Some kids just, or like y'all said, it's like in their DNA. I was a bad kid. I'm not surprised that my kids are bad. I was a terrorist.
You
I'm not surprised.
oh,
That's
what
why
in the
I'm
world?
trying to get ahead of it. You don't
Why were
do
you a
that.
terror? Why were you a bad kid? Like what
Cause my
made you a bad
and
kid?
she upstairs right now, but cause my mom, she worked all the time. Like I mean, how yeah, do what I gotta do. And sometimes I was smart. So my issue was I wouldn't do it. I would have my brother do it. Do it. I know that I was supposed to do it. Yeah. So I'm gonna have you do it, and then my brother would get in trouble because why are you listening to your little sister?
It
And then
sounds
Right, but
also like that kid needs like some type of IEP
Mhm.
for special. It sounds like it could be special needs to where there
That's
is something I undiagnosed and they need an IEP in there to work with that child.
yeah,
Might even have to be in special classes or something.
that's definitely
they
a
do, but
possibility
that
because it might be
IEP is like
complicated for them.
IEP is like the person that sits in and like is in the class with the kid and watching over the kid. They got that. They got that now. But so I'm curious how that's gonna go. But yeah, they have that now. So they have
Oh, so the
somebody.
child does have special needs then.
Well, I think they're trying to see, and so they're putting a liaison in the school to watch over that kid and to try to help them. You know what I'm saying? And to try to see, yeah. So yeah, but I don't think it got any better necessarily just yet. So
I
we'll
will
we'll,
see
we'll see.
what exactly is going on before the triggering occurs. Yeah, I would start there. Like what happened 5 minutes before she started acting out, and then decide like maybe that's something we can work with. See if that's a pattern, and then try to figure out why it is triggering for her. But like for my kids' example, it's they are just fire starters. Like that's why I'm how I am with my kids because I know it's you. I saw it with my own two eyes. You just got here and so got this and you snatching it and they want their toy back that they was playing with and you trying to bully them. No, yeah, you going yeah, no, what are you doing? So you gotta
Yeah.
like see what it is, what caused this reaction for you to do and how can we adjust your response and also how can we adjust the fact that you don't need to let things have power over you. You should be in control of your own emotions, have power over your emotions and your actions and don't let somebody else take your power by getting you out of character.
No doubt. So I got questions for y'all. ADS, what's worse, being too harsh or being too soft?
Well, being too harsh by far. Being too harsh. Being too hard on someone can cause them to have all types of trauma, and it could actually, you know, enact a response with that child of actual fear of certain things, phobias, things of that nature, right? And what you end up with is a broken person along the way if you're too harsh and too rigid on your children. So if you're a little too soft, I think we could all live with that versus you being way too hard.
Okay. So did getting spanked help or hurt you, ADS? And I'm gonna pass the mic around after after I ask you these two questions. Did getting spanked help you or hurt you?
On the context of which my spankings, the vast majority of them, especially when I was probably from the age of, because at 13, my father told me there's no more spankings in this house for you. You don't get spankings anymore. You know, so I remember that, right? Because that was like a
Mhm.
big day for me. My birthday. He's like, no more spankings for you. So did spankings help me along the way? When my parents matured to the point where they actually started communicating with me why I was getting my spankings, that's probably from the age of about 7 to 12 years old. We could sit down, they talk to you about it first. You know, sometimes they would even wait a couple of days before spanking you, just so they wouldn't spanking you out of anger. That's my dad. My mom, now she'd get emotional and just start hitting you, right? But my dad is very calculated about stuff like that because he didn't like to do it. He hated spanking me. But he said, this is the rules and this is what we have established in place, right? This is what we agreed upon. So, you know, you broke the agreement and that would get me a spanking.
So did it help you or
But
hurt you? Bottom line.
it helped me a lot. I mean,
Okay.
shoot, I surpassed so many family and friends in life. People, when I go back and visit, you know, that, you know, saying they see me, they think, you know, saying I'm a star from a major metropolitan area. And in reality, you know, saying I do above average, but it's you know, saying it's not what you think it is. You know, I work just like you do for what I have, right? I got to get my stuff together too. But
No
that's
doubt.
beside the point, though. You know, saying that's beside the point. But spankings early on helped me to determine boundaries, and from boundaries, I was able to kind of work off of those. If that makes any
No doubt.
sense.
So CJ, would today's version of you survive your parents' rules?
Would today's version survive? What do you mean by that?
Like who you are today, right? If you was exactly who you are today as a person, but you was living in your parents' house under your parents' rules, would it survive? Would that person survive your parents'
No, because
rules?
I would have called CPS on both of them. I would have I'd have been in the counseling every day, like they hit me, and I'd have been telling everything.
Okay.
But
No doubt.
but but in hindsight, I do think that they were too harsh. However, it definitely, as far as turning me into an independent woman, you know, by the time I was at least 21, just from that age, never had to rely on anybody. Was able to go out on my own. So that spanking in hindsight, it did help.
No doubt. Okay, so are we raising children or negotiating with them, in your opinion, nowadays?
I think it all depends. It's a case by case thing. Like I negotiate with my kids for good grades. If you stay on them A's and B's, you're gonna get this. You know, I told my son, you get them A's and B's when you're finishing school, you get that better headset that you want. So I think that's a kind of like a form of negotiation. So I do think it depends on what the situation is as far as negotiating.
No doubt. So Scorch, is obedience the goal or is it self-control?
I think it depends. It's a little bit of both. I mean, we are supposed, as believers, we're supposed to be obedient to God and His Word, correct? So
Yeah.
why aren't we? Why is it that it's okay for our children not to be obedient to what it is that we guide them to do, and not expect consequences behind it? We're supposed to obey the laws of the land, correct? So why is it when we get pulled over for a speed ticket, why is it that we not expect, because we didn't obey that law of not speeding, that we don't expect a ticket in the end? So
Mm.
I mean, I think what we need to practice as a community,
Mhm.
just because how you raised your how you raised your children according to your standards and your likeness worked out for you, doesn't mean that you get to control how it is that it's supposed to work out for mine.
Right. So with
So
that being
I mean,
said, okay.
Go ahead. No, go
No,
ahead.
I thought you was finished. I thought you was finished, brother. Go ahead. You got it.
No. Go ahead. You was going to ask something. So
No, yeah, I was about to
I'm
say,
good.
with that being said, if your parenting style feels good to you, right? But later you found out that it failed, because your kids is a certain type of way? Was it actually successful in your eyes?
Once again,
Yeah,
it
why not?
depends because, and I say this, we all have experiences where we may have felt like our parents abused us. And
Yep.
in turn, with me in a way, when I grew up, I was a bad kid. Not tell anybody. I even tell my children that your daddy was bad. So every whipping I got, I deserved. And I tell you this, yes, it kept me out the jail cell. Yes, it kept me out the grave, because I compared it to how my cousins who I was around, how they was raised. They didn't get the whippings like I did. You know what? All the boys, 2 of them dead. I mean, gone, no longer here among this earth. The other one went to jail, spent majority of his life in jail. Came out and almost got killed because he didn't understand the rules and regulations of how you don't mess with another man's wife. So, with that being said, a lot of that came to how it was that they was raised, what it was that they was allowed to get away with. I wasn't given that. Given that. Now that doesn't mean that was anecdotal, but it changed in how I didn't like getting whooped like that. So when I had my children, each one of them, I may have whooped my youngest was the one I whooped most, and it was less than 5 fingers on my hand. So sometimes it takes a little bit of both. Sometimes you may have to whoop them. Don't beat them. No, nobody should be walking around beating on no child, let alone bruising them up and things of that nature. But let's be real, people. Why are we trying to live up under the standards of what somebody else came out and said what works best for us as a people?
No doubt. So you said defense. So Carmen, if your parenting style feels good but fails later, was it actually successful in your eyesight? Why not? And shout out to OG Sigma. What's up, OG Sigma in the building? Good to see you, bro.
You said if my parenting style feels good in the moment but fails later.
Yeah, was it actually successful in your eyesight? Why or why not?
A failure is a failure. You can't try to make a failure sound like a success. So if I fail later, I'm gonna have to take my L and admit that I failed later. But I won't know if that's the case until later comes. But I feel like you should always constantly be able to self-assess what it is you're doing and make adjustments as you go. You can't do what you did last week this week because something have changed in the variables. So go with it.
So what creates stronger adults? Consequences or conversations?
I feel like a good balance of both. Like I feel like I feel like I came out real good. I'm very respectful. I came out real great. And I think that you should have a balance of conversation, discipline to an extent, and also be understanding and be cool. Be a person who your kids want to actually hang out with. Like be a person who your
A
kids don't
friend?
feel like bad. Low key. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm raising
You
my
think you
kids.
should be a friend to your kids?
It has to be room for it because if they not gonna tell you about it, they constantly fear you or they constantly feel like, oh my goodness, I'm about to get lectured. They're not gonna want to tell you nothing, and that's why they doing stuff that they have no business doing because you're not there to give them the advice that they need. Therefore, they're going to somebody else who's giving them terrible advice, and then you want to
Yeah,
clean up the mess later on.
I parent
keyword
my children while they up under
adults.
age up under my roof. When they get of age and they over the age 18, then they can become my friend. Until then, I am your parent.
I see, but you don't gotta hit me.
Who said anything about hidden?
No, I'm
See,
not talking about
She's
you.
I
talking
think
to she's
I
talking to her son. She's talking to her son. He messed with her. He's talking to her son.
okay. I thought you was talking to me. I'm
Nah.
sorry.
Go ahead. ADS, what were we saying, bro? ADS, you
Keyword being
talking?
adult. Yeah. Keyword being adults, right? What makes better conversation amongst those consequences, right? Or right amongst adults. That's someone who's already developed to that point of adulthood. If you're talking about adolescents, pre-adolescents, all that stuff, they haven't developed to that point socially, right? So they require some adapting.
I think what she meant too is like maybe not necessarily be friends. I could be mistaken, but at least be cool to where your kids are not hiding from you
Yes.
every time you're in the room. You know, where you're actually cool and laid back enough for them to want to hang out with you. You know, there are fine lines as far as friends and parenting. That's what I think she meant.
That's exactly what I meant. You know, be somebody who they don't mind sitting in your room and watching TV with you. You know, like my mom is pretty cool. You know, she open to understanding what my side of the story. Not saying you gotta agree or not saying you gotta bend to what your kid is saying, but at least be open to it to where they feel like they can come to you.
Okay.
But you
I'm
So
can
so
do
Queen,
glad
that
you said
even with
that.
it.
I'm so
You
glad
can
you
do
said
that
that.
even chastise. With spanking your children. And I'll tell you why, because of the fact that if your children are seeing you on a day-to-day basis and already knowing that type of relationship, having that type of relationship with you, no, you're absolutely right. Everything doesn't isn't an excuse for me to spank my kids. But that comes into the relationship of my children seeing me every day. When I'm picking my children up from school, taking them to school. I'm cooking and you doing all these things outside of their mother being there. And that's why I always mention the thing about when it comes to that, sometimes I'm not even the authoritarian. The mother might be the one that does most of the spanking, but it doesn't change the relationship of what it is that that child has with that mother.
right? Hey,
See,
let me
so
ask.
therefore,
Go ahead. I
uh,
apologize. I thought you just finished. Go ahead. I apologize.
no, go ahead, man. I'm done. I'm
No,
just,
no, no.
I'm
Finish
getting,
your thought. Finish your thought, brother. I didn't want
no,
to cut
because
you
I'm
off.
getting ready to get off. But I will say this: is you just gave me a good subject to talk about tomorrow on my show, man. Thank you.
Hey, you welcome. That shout out to you.
Hey, hey,
Just
hey,
say
hey,
you
you
gave
need.
me the thought.
It would be. Hey, it would be nice if you showed up.
I'll do my best. I can't promise. I'll do my best though.
Yeah.
If
Whatever,
I
man.
say
I
I'll
thought
do
we
my
was
best.
cool.
We are, but I don't want to make no promises I can't keep. I got man, my internet. They're supposed to come and try to fix my internet tomorrow, and I got wires so close. So I will do my best. Though, I promise.
No problem, man. But it's all good. Hey, peace out to all y'all. Everything that was said is all in love, man. I think we just need to get to a point to where we as a community, we we have a better understanding of one another, and therefore that can translate into how we deal with our children.
All right, peace and love. Appreciate you coming through and kicking it with us.
100%.
Shout out to you. Hey, let me ask you a couple of questions, Queen Sanaa, since you're back. Can you be loving without being permissive, and what does that look like?
Absolutely. Um, in my opinion, permissive parenting is, children without structure. I don't think you actually love your kids if you don't give them structure, something that will help rear them. People say it's the word says train up
Yeah.
your child in a way that they should go, right? So if
Hey,
I'm
Scorch,
not doing that,
I apologize, Queen Sanaa. Give me one second. Hey, Scorch, you got a wrench over here, right? Put your channel in the chat, man. So everybody can know where your channel is, Scorch. You heard me? Scorch, put your
Hey,
channel in the chat.
It's on Bolo TV, man.
I put
All you
Bolo's
gotta do is
channel. Put Bolo's channel in the chat.
I don't know how to do that, man.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
y'all check out Bolo TV. Hey, if you can, Emperor Co, can you put Bolo's channel in the chat so everybody can know what time do y'all do your show? I apologize, Queen Sanaa.
it's okay. I had the same question.
What time do y'all do your show? So everybody come through.
Mine is on Sundays for the most part.
Uh-huh.
It's between Eastern Standard Time. It's like 6, maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard.
Okay.
I'm on the West Coast, so therefore it'd be like 3 o'clock California time. I like to say that instead of saying Pacific.
Okay.
I'm gonna try
And
to check it out.
yeah, and we have a show on Tuesday night morning. Tuesday night prayer and reading.
Okay.
So that's with me and
There you
Bolo
go.
and ACOG,
There you go.
and that's
There's the link. There's the link right there. Shout out to Bridget. Thank you, Bridget.
thank you, Bridget, because I don't know how to do none of that stuff.
You good. Go ahead, Queen Sanaa. You got floor. Hey, Carmen,
All right,
can
man.
you mute when you're not talking, sweetie?
Okay, so if you are permissive parents, and respectfully, y'all, I understand if you are a permissive parent, maybe you are trying to unlearn some of your childhood trauma. I get it. But if you are permissive parenting and letting your children with no structure, no guidance, that is not love. You're not loving your kids when you do that. Love is making sure that they are equipped with what they need to grow up in a healthy, well-rounded way. Like I said, whether you believe they're bad or not, love is doing your research to understand why this child is developing this way while this other child is developing this other way, and what are some things that I can do outside of violence to get me the results that I want. Because what am I going to do if I can't resort to spanking in that moment? What am I going to do if I am so angry in this moment? I need to wait a day, but a day later, they don't even remember what the hell happened the day before, right? What am I going to do that's going to be enough to get the response that I want without allowing them to just do whatever it is that comes to mind? Because again, they are kids. Kids don't know nothing about nothing. They just know what goes in, that's what comes out. And they need that guidance, they need that structure. That's love. Spanking is not love though. I'm telling you, I'm standing on it. If you hurt somebody, love doesn't hurt. Love don't hurt in a relationship, so love can't hurt with the first relationship they have. It's got to be something better. We got to do something different as parents.
I would say, so can you be strict without being abusive? And what does that look like if you're strict and not abusive? What does that look like? Queen Sna, you there? She was going in and out. Damn, she got. Damn, I wanted to know. What do y'all think? Can you be strict without being abusive? And what does that look like to y'all?
You can have a schedule for your children to follow. You can, help them organize stuff. You can have routines. You can definitely be strict without abuse. But I don't know if when you use the word abuse, are you referring to spanking?
Well, yeah, well, more so, yeah, excessive spanking, or what people would call. I think, yeah, because in Queen Sana's estimation, right, it was more so curtailed to her to ask her that question, but in her estimation, I would say that she would equate any type of spanking as abuse because it's unnecessary in her estimation.
No, 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 no. First of all, thank you for attempting to answer that on my behalf. But no, actually, I go according to what the law says, and the abuse laws are different in every state, as you all know. And I don't know of any state.
You break it up.
Yeah, my signal is terrible. Um, can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
You say you don't
Okay.
know of any, and he broke out.
Research the laws in your state, and those laws will tell you what is considered child abuse. Hitting in itself is not child abuse. I'm just saying that I have learned that there's about 50 other things you can do before you have to get to spanking. And if you find yourself going through all 50, your child probably needs a different type of care. They probably need to be evaluated somewhere. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so can you
Spanking,
be strict without being abusive in your estimation? What does that look like?
sure. So strict is um, as a parent of children on the spectrum. Children rely heavily on structure, and even children who are not on the spectrum rely heavily on structure, right? So our time limits are our time limits. If bedtime is 9:30, if bedtime is 10 o'clock, but the movie ends at 11, we consider that a treat. That's something you work up to be able to stay up till 11, right? Uh, if you are a child that is not getting good grades, we're not doing video games, we're not doing screen time, we're doing reading, we're doing writing. You know what I mean? For every hour you want to do something recreational, there is absolutely going to be an hour of some chores, or some sort of, you got to earn what it is that you want. To me,
Earn
that's the
your leisure.
strictness.
You got to earn your
Yeah,
leisure.
absolutely. What's wrong with that? Because it teaches you structure and discipline, and your house is not a mess while you sitting around playing video games in your 20s because you learned something when you were 10 or when you were 5. I don't have to beat that into you. Children learn through repetition. So if I told you 3 times and you didn't get it, maybe I don't need to be telling you. My kids know I'm not going to say it more than twice. I'm going to say it once. I'm gonna look at you, make sure you heard me the second time, and if you're not listening, then we gonna do something different. I'm gonna talk to you a different way, with a different technique, and it's still not gonna be hitting. And if it turns out that what I'm saying is not working because you have a little attitude, or we going through puberty, we want to get a little, you bigger than me and all of that. Okay, I don't feel challenged by that. So okay, you take a minute. You come back when you got your head right. And when you come back 9 times out of 10, it's my bad, mom. I was having a hard time. You know what I mean? And I didn't have to do anything.
Okay, cool. Yo, so
Well,
Megan said never put a finger on my child. He just finished his residency. He's a medical doctor. Congratulations on your son being a medical doctor. Congratulations. That. What's up, Sherry Berry? She said, hey y'all, hey Sherry Berry, how you doing? She said, I always told him, give me what I want, I'll give you what you want, and it worked. Okay, well, shout out to that. Go ahead, ADS. Sound like you were trying to say something.
I mean, you can, right? Kind of take that restrictive sort of, how you say, soft parenting approach, but it requires constant critiquing, details and corrections, setting the highest of all high examples in most circumstances and situations, at least attempting to, right? And ultimately transforming the child through trust, right? That can be done, but that's extremely rare because that implies that you have the perfect person to do that with, right? Your kid, you know what I'm saying? That they just don't rebel against it anyway. So it's a great greenfield thought to me that you could do that. Basically saying, okay, strict boundaries without any form of, like physical spankings or even communicative styles, right? Like you were saying, because anyway you get above, what is it, a certain decibel to, is it 3%, 0.3%, it's considered abuse. So
That's
I
crazy.
mean, yeah. So that could be hard to manage that, right?
Yeah, like all this
It's wild
modern
that
stuff.
you would
I'll
say
be
that
honest. Give me
though.
1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. All this modern stuff really like be throwing me because throughout history, this hasn't been the way it's been, and it has worked up until this point. And it seemed like we got all types of problems and issues and immorality and stuff going on. And I attribute it personally to us being so lax and so loose and so daggone I wouldn't say empathetic. What's beyond empathy? Like
Let me also put a little
well, hold
caveat
on,
in here.
give me a second.
That
Give me a
does
second.
work on some children.
Let
That
me
does work.
land, brother. I got you. Let me land real quick. Beyond empathy, though. And yo, if y'all don't mind, if y'all want to keep the show going past the next 11 minutes, because we've next 10 minutes. We've been up here 3 hours, going on 3 hours and 30 minutes. To keep the show going, we need 10 people, at least $5 a piece. Help us keep our show going. Help us keep our show alive. Everybody throw $5 at us. Hit the like button. Likes for free. Go ahead, ADS. You got the floor.
Now that does work on some children, but those kids are usually those kids who are like born doctor, lawyer type mindsets, right? So it works on like I would say probably about 30 kids in society where you can be completely hands off with most of them, and they end up being a better version of that, right? But in between that number, you probably got a whole 65, 70% who probably needed some form of physical discipline or still need it to this day, drifting out there, right? That's why you see the degrade of society. So I just want to put that out there.
So it's interesting. You said something about the decibel, and then Izzy, said that's crazy. But people who are yelled at constantly in service, so a lot of them come out with, some of them. Shout out to our veterans. So a lot of them, some of them come out with issues with being talked to like that, but they're fully grown, and so being constantly barked at, if that can affect you as an adult, does that not have an effect on you as a young person whose mind is still like a sponge and learning? And so especially in the core years between the ages of 0 to 5, every experience that you have at that age is going to shape who you become as an adult, in addition to what your DNA is like. It's really important to do the research and do the learning rather than leaving it up to your own devices, because a lot of us were taught wrong, and a lot of us have confirmation bias as well. Oh, I turned out okay, so it must be okay. That doesn't mean it's okay. That means you turned out okay in spite of. You know what I mean? And when you do that research and you really start to see what it is that I'm speaking on, and you see the evidence-based practices, and you see that people have been researching this for years, so much so that people have even,
What I see is the total
Wait, hold
degradation
on.
of
Let her land.
society.
Yes, let her land,
like,
please.
he already let you go before me. Like, I
We
got
gotta let her land.
ADHD, my man.
Let her land.
You gotta let me
Let her land.
land,
Hey, shout out
okay?
to Sherry Berry. Thank you, Sherry Berry. Go ahead, land Queen
Like,
Salon, the ADS. You got it next.
I'm
And
gonna
then
land
Trucker,
this
yeah, we
plane.
got after that.
Okay, the bottom line is
It's Dolo
there
Yell, sir. Dolo Yell.
you just gotta look it up. You gotta do your own research. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I can only speak on what I know.
ADS,
Everybody
it's your
still
turn.
here?
It's your turn.
Oh,
It's
okay,
your
okay,
turn.
okay, okay. I see the boys in halter tops and little dresses running around here.
But
I see the boys don't go outside no more. I see the girls who are wearing boys' clothes, acting as if they have masculinity. I see a bunch of niggas who can't read nor write. And I see niggas who ain't even willing to get jobs. So you tell me, when you took the spankings out of the homes, how that helped that?
A lot of those people did get spanked. That doesn't even. First of all, the halter tops and the dresses, is that because of lack of spanking, or because some uncorrected uncle was doing what he wanted to do? Like, come on, don't conflate the argument. Not spanking has the results that you put into it. If you take out the spanking and replace it with nothing, you're gonna get nothing. If you take out the spanking and you replace it with values and, a good moral compass, and, like I said, many tools, then you will get somebody who
A,
is adaptive.
a
You
little
like,
spanking to say boys don't wear that, nothing wrong with that. A little spanking to say, hey, boys don't wear that.
so you can't just say it with words and help them understand without hitting them. It has to involve hitting. I don't
If you've
understand.
had that talk with them more than one time, then you start resorting.
As the person who's buying the clothes, you just stop buying the clothes. Like,
Who clothes? Who buying the
who are little
clothes?
boys? Who are little boys getting halter tops from?
I don't know. You ask the mama. The mama's the one buying them. You
Well, then
you
that's
got
who
you got
needs to
you
be
absolutely right. The
spanked.
mama's the one buying them.
Spank the mama. She's an adult. She can square up with you. Spank the mama. Don't spank the kid.
Hey, dude,
A
no,
lot of
no, see?
parents need to be spanked anyway.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Cause then you go, nope, don't do that. Now spank the mama. Nope.
No, my point is, a lot of parents need to be held accountable on how they are raising character or judgment, not thinking in a future focused manner. Like, if I do this now, what is the result that I'm looking for out of my kid later? It's not just a high IQ thing. It's just a lot of us aren't thinking about 5 years from now. You know what I mean? And a lot of parents are parenting out of fear or embarrassment, or, I'm gonna get you before somebody else does, instead of just going, you know what, I got you, let's do this, and walking them through it as we're learning and growing at the same time. I literally
I will
grew up
say
with
though,
my oldest kid.
you do have some really bad parents out there on social media, especially that is every time they discipline their child, they're putting it online, which is just complete embarrassment for that child. And I'm not an expert, but I can only assume that that is going to cause years and years of trauma. There was one video where She was a black teenage girl hanging out with a bunch of boys, and it was like around a car. And her dad came out with a belt and beat her so bad in front of them boys, and then put it online. And when I read the comments, people in the comments was like, "Yeah, get her now," and this is what needs to be done. And I just couldn't believe that people were condoning that type of behavior.
Hey,
I
give me
saw
a
the
second,
same
ADS.
video
Give me
too.
1 second, ADS, please. Shout out to Sherry Berry. Thank you for the $2 because we are here for business too, right? So shout out to Sherry Berry. Thank you for the $2. She said, well, shout out to Sherry Berry also for the double. She said, I got 5 on it. I appreciate you, Sherry Berry. Shout out to my man, Romello 747. Thank you for the 5. We keep talking about the uncles, but not the kissing aunties. Let's call a spade a spade. Go ahead, ADS, and then we'll get back to it. We need just 3 more. I mean, excuse me, just 7 more people, at least $5 a piece to keep the show going. Help us keep the show going today. All right, go ahead, ADS.
I agree with her 1,000% on that. I saw the video too, and I thought it was a drastic overreaction to the circumstance and situation. That little girl needed therapy. She needed maybe some professional help at that point. She'd been traumatized. And that whooping on top of that with the humiliation ritual can solely change her psyche in the way she views sexual deviance, right? And how it could be rewarded. So yeah, the father was 1,000% wrong, and he should have been arrested. I agree with that.
I don't.
Yeah, that father should have been put under the jail. First of all, that was child abuse. Second of all, it
Uh,
wasn't only physical abuse; it was also mental abuse, because of the uploading, and she most likely was bullied by people after seeing that. Because y'all know kids are cruel. It just goes back to show that people don't learn different ways of doing things. It's okay to grow. It's okay to grow beyond what somebody told us was the right way to do something and figure out something else. But a lot of us just rather not. We rather know what we know, do it how we're doing it, and that's it. And don't nobody challenge me on it.
mhm.
Plus, she's gonna be consoled by the boy he didn't see her with, and he probably lost his daughter forever.
Mm.
Exactly. On those videos, they never show what the outcome is. You only see that moment in time and everybody cheering him on. Meanwhile, he's going to be out of her life when he's in jail. And then she might get put in a foster home,
Yeah, his
so
his his very first response should have been making sure she was okay, making sure he took her to a doctor, get her checked out, make sure everything was okay with her. Right?
Am I missing something here?
And then possibly even proceeded from there. But to beat her online and then put it out there for everybody to see, I think was more rewarding to the boys than it was discouraging to her.
Well, I don't know about that, but shout out to my
What?
man JD 1975. Thank you so much, JD 1975. Y'all be like JD 1975 and support the show, support the stream. I mean, help us keep our show going. We just need 6 more people because of JD 1975, at least $5 a piece. Y'all support the show, support the stream. I mean, help us keep our show going. Go ahead, Trucker. You was asking, did you miss something? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. My brother-in-law called me crying, bro. And I was just thinking about this conversation. I had to hold him accountable for his decisions. Told me to talk about this too. Um, yeah, his kids bust him across the head as a father with a bottle. So, and he went the soft parenting route,
Wait,
and it
wait,
didn't
wait.
work
He
out.
was a softer parent and they bust him across the head with a bottle?
Yep.
I mean, what age were the kids? What were the circumstances that led up to that? Like, you got to give us more details than that if you want to tell the story.
Um, damn, it's like I ain't gonna hold you. I feel bad for dude because it's just like to be destroyed. Like Like, just that moment of like I felt that's the moment. He just broke down crying. But so he's
Wait, this
what's
just
his name?
happened?
Yeah, this just happened. I just stitches. He got stitches on the front, the back. You know what I'm saying?
So get to it, trucker. What's up, Andrew Taylor? How the hell did the kid get to bust him in the head with a bottle? What happened?
Because he wanted to separate from the mom. He wanted to separate from the mom, and his exact words was, it just seemed like it was being plotted. You know, uh, every time he came home, it just seemed like like it was distance, and I'm, he was just like dicking resources. So, um, only time he got his due respect for real, or people, even his kids will listen to him, or his wife will listen to him, was either out of resources. Like, it took money to do that. So, and finally, he just was like, just try to have a conversation with her, and the mama told the kids to do so and so, and the kids did so and so.
Yo, get out of
Short
here,
story.
man. Come on, man. So the mama told his kids that came from his nuts to bust him upside the head, and they bust him upside the head.
I knew it was gonna happen though. It's been going on for too long. Well, I already
Wait, how old are these kids, man?
17, 14. I think the youngest boy is like 11. I know the youngest girl is like 8 or 9. But it was the oldest girl.
And they said get him, and she said sick him, and them kids done jumped on that man and bust him
They
upside the head.
they jumped on him. But like I said, like, it was kind of his fault on two, right? The soft parenting thing, right? And the second thing is, that saying I say, even though it's a two-parent household, is it really a two-parent household? It was that situation. So I told him, you letting all this stuff slide, and you having conversations. You tell her, don't get the daughter belly button and all that other stuff. She got belly rings and shit, and stuff like that, and he saying no, but the mom doing what she want to do. He saying we gonna go right, and she want to go left with the kids. Like, bro, you did that. You let that happen. You let that happen.
Facts. That household has no respect if that's what's going on. There's
Yeah,
no
you
respect at all.
you know what I'm saying? Because he's trying to be on the salt. He was like, I don't want to do. I don't want to do the same thing my parents did to me. Blah blah. I'm like, listen, you don't have to do the same thing, but there has to be some type of order here. Like, what I'm saying? Got to be like, be stern. Like, no, me no. Like,
Hey,
if
shut
I
up.
can't, it come with a consequence. So he ain't do none of that. So
Hey, shout
See,
out to
that's
Auntie Sherry Berry for the $2. Thank you. She said, "Can we tell some positive story?" Well, my son got all A's and 1B on his report card. Shout out to little Izzy. I'm so proud of him. That's one positive story.
congratulations.
Little Izzy got all A's and 1B. I'm so proud of him. So he trying to be a decent young man. So shout out to little Izzy. I ain't
yeah,
have to knock him out yet.
my 14-year-old, I caught him at the pool with some ladies. I said, yes, yes, Lord, yes.
Wait, that's a
It's
positive
positive.
story. Wait, what?
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Nah, man, what you got going on,
I'm
Chuck?
just,
You wild.
I'm just joking. Nah, but yeah, I was like, man, listen. But on a serious note, man, I really do feel bad. I do feel bad, but I can't feel bad because it's like I tried to tell you what was gonna happen if you keep going this route. You overcorrected, and now you're paying a price for it. And ultimately, you got to live with the fact that at the end of the day, you failed. You failed, bro.
So when you say he overcorrected, are you saying he did too much and then he stopped doing uh
He
as far
didn't
as
do
parenting
anything. Yeah,
the
he
whole
didn't do
time,
it
or he started out and then he stopped?
the whole time.
Oh yeah, that's not a
Since
good
I've
look.
since I've since I've known, since he's my brother-in-law, but since I've known, and I normally watch what people do, and I start seeing the patterns, and that, like I said earlier, the best friend instead of the parent, it was that type of situation. The little smart tones and the little, what I'm saying, like they talking to their friends and stuff, versus like when they talking to their parent, and if they try that, they know their parent probably gonna give them that death look, and they're not gonna try that with their parent. It was one of them situations, and unfortunately, he got hit upside the head, and
They don't
now,
believe you, Trucker. They don't believe you. Hey, shout out to Ramel 747. Thanks for
okay,
the $5. He said,
I mean, it
he
can
said
happen.
positive. Hold on, y'all. We gotta respect the money. He said positive story. My birthday, May 28th, and I'm in Vancouver. Hey, happy belated birthday, my guy Romello 747. We gotta give some cheers for my man Romello 747 for his birthday. He didn't even tell us before then. Shout out to my man Romello 747 for your birthday. Enjoy yourself, player. Be safe out there in Vancouver, man. In Canada. He in the Canada, man. Hey, shout out to my man Romello 747. Hold on real quick, y'all. One quick second. Let me. Dang on. Come on, man. What the hell? Someone else has sent some money. Did I miss anybody? If I missed you, I try. Oh, there you go. Shout out to my people, Jay Watts. Salute. Hey, good job, Lil Ed. Shout out to Jay Watts. Appreciate that, Jay Watts. Thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate that, and I'm very proud of him. Go ahead, y'all got the floor. I just want to acknowledge the money. Thank y'all.
no, I
Okay.
was just gonna say. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You go first.
Well, he said people don't believe you, and I was just gonna say it can happen. Just real quick. I
Yeah,
don't
I
tell a
don't.
lot of people this, but I remember my mom told me one day. This was as me being a spanking parent. She said one day your kids are gonna jump on you. I'm like, no, they're not. But she saw something I didn't see, and every time I spanked them, I was adding to their anger. And when I started to see what she saw, like it really made it easier for me to decide not to be a spanking parent and just do something real different that a lot of people wouldn't do. But I'm telling you, man, it works. It's not what y'all call soft parenting is permissive parenting. It's not permissive. It's still loving and making sure they know I'm here no matter what. But don't we not going to test me? We're not going to try me because you're not going to like what happens, even if it's not me hitting you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't call that soft parenting. That's not soft parenting to me personally, because at the end
That's
of the day,
gentle parenting.
All kinds of timeouts and special places is soft
That's
parenting. Let's go tap.
no, it's not. It's gentle.
oh,
It's okay to be gentle when you parent your kids. You don't have to be
No,
too
it's
at your
not.
kids.
It's not
Okay.
okay
All
to
right.
be too
talk,
Okay.
gentle.
Okay.
to
Okay.
it to
Too gentle gets you beat
yeah.
upside the head with a bottle.
No,
That's what.
permissive parenting gets you beat upside the head with a bottle. And there's a huge difference between being a permissive parent who just lets anything fly and being a gentle parent who treats your children gently while disciplining them and loving them. It's okay to be
See,
gentle with your
no,
kids.
How
Even
do
the
you
Bible says
wait,
don't be
wait, wait,
harsh
hold
with
on.
your kids.
wait? How do you gently discipline somebody? How do you gently show somebody discipline?
Tone of voice, making sure that they know that they're not your enemy. There are just consequences to what's happening. And see, here's something that I have cognitive dissonance with. My brain tells me that this don't even make no god doggone sense. I can't tell you you're not my enemy while I'm causing you physical harm. So I gotta do it in a way that does not communicate that I'm against you, but does communicate that I'm not here for what you just did. You got to be creative. It takes creativity. I feel like spanking is lazy. I feel like if you decide you got to resort to spanking, that's because you didn't put any energy into finding something else.
No, wait, wait,
I'm
wait,
lazy.
wait.
I'm lazy
You
today.
didn't put
I'm
energy into
lazy
finding
today.
something else. Examine what I'm saying. You may not like the way it sounds, but just examine it. Examine what I'm
Okay,
saying.
I'm lazy.
If I'm telling you that that's cool, that's fine. I'm not
Mhm.
judging. I used to be Zorro with the boat. If you learn that there are 50 other things you can do besides spanking your kid and you're still going straight to spanking, you have to start talking to yourself about that. That's no longer about the kid and discipline.
Oh, okay, now that's different. That
okay.
now I can agree with that. I can agree with that part.
Well, wait a minute, because I probably got kids your age, baby.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Uh,
ma'am.
Sometimes these children, especially when they turn teenage. I raised
Mm,
our boys. I don't know about girls,
tell
but
me,
I
Sherry
do
Bear.
have nieces. Hold on.
Mm,
Sometimes these children will turn a certain age and don't let their little things get wet when they start hunching.
what? What do you mean?
Parents don't know nothing. The only thing they know something is the one they think they love. And we, as parents, be out here trying to say, I understand you, I'm gentle, I'm being really, really gentle, but don't get fucked up.
That's
Well,
$5, Auntie Sherry. It's a bounty up
Oh,
here.
I gotta pay.
It's an F-bomb bounty, Auntie Sherry. Pay me my $5, Auntie Sherry. I love you. Pay this your fare.
I want you to know,
Oh,
Sherry Berry.
okay. I owe you
I'm with you.
$5, Cindy.
I'm with you,
But
Sherry
You
Berry.
gotta
I'm
send
with
it
you,
now,
Sherry
because
Berry.
last time you got me. Last time you got me
now
forever.
you keep charging me interest. I don't know why I'm the only person that hit your panel get charged interest. I'm just wondering, am I buying a car or a house? Property?
What she said, Auntie Sherry? I got kicked out my
she,
own show. What you say?
she said, I wondered if I'm buying a car or a house.
Hey,
to
well,
see your
hey, listen, stop saying F-bombs and you won't have to worry about it, woman. Go ahead, though.
Oh, man. That was a
Just
good one.
charging me interest. Do any of the other people that hit your panel get charged interest? Y'all can
Yeah.
say anything.
When they say the F-bombs, yes, they do, Auntie Sherry. Everybody get charged the F-bomb fee. Even me, I even pay the F-bomb fee when I slip up and I say.
I had the F-bomb in me. I'm an older lady. I
Okay,
cuss.
well, I know, but you got to send the money now.
Well, why all of a sudden things change? I used to sit on your panel and why it got to change?
Because YouTube changed, Auntie Sherry. YouTube started, they started striking, you know what I'm saying, keeping me in the yellow, holding me down. You see my damn stream ain't hardly up. It's a lot of things going on. Shoot.
You sounded like my sister with the gout and the arthritis.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
God, dog. That's crazy.
Boy,
But go
you
ahead.
got problems. Your blood pressure high too.
No, I'm praying. I'm eating celery and cucumbers to keep it low.
Pause.
They say garlic. Garlic keep your blood pressure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Why everybody get quiet all of a sudden?
Oh, go ahead. Y'all got it. Y'all got the floor. Go ahead. They
I'm
wait
just
for you.
saying, sometimes these little kids need a foot straight up their ass. Now, if you got an innocent child that is going through peer pressure and trying to follow and get along just so they won't be treated like an outcast or something, yeah, I will gently parent that child and say, baby, you got to be strong. You got to stand on your own too. You got to know when, and when no is no and all that. But if you got a straight up defiant little motherfucker that's creating
That's $10. Come on, Auntie. That's $10.
Oh, damn, Mark said it again.
No, Kills, it's fresh. You guys send the money. Yeah, you say
Okay, and he gonna charge me interest. Why?
I'm not charging interest. Just pay me today. It's supposed to be paid immediately.
You know what, Sherry? I got you.
Just send it then. Send it. No.
Me. Yeah, she cooking right now. Don't be disturbing the preaching, Izzy.
Oh, yo, Trucker, just send it.
Don't be
Don't
disturbing
worry about
the
it.
preaching.
You might have to send $100 messing with her.
You always bully me.
I'm not. You might have. That's how rumors get started. Don't do that.
Bully, Izzy.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Auntie Sherry. That's how rumors get started.
You're a bully.
Now you trying to virtue signal and get them boys on me. Don't do that. Hey, Trucker, just send it, man, because this is how rumors get started. You know, she gonna say 100 more F-bombs.
Don't be trying to be Trucker friend. Trucker, my friend, not yours.
Mm,
And
mm.
put cheese on top of that.
Yes, ship it. Go ahead. You got the floor. Go ahead.
No, I don't got no floor. I just came up here to say certain children, yes, they need gentle parenting. Certain children need a foot straight up their ass. Quit playing with me, little nigga.
Hey, I feel you, Sherry. I'm the same way myself. I feel you. Preach, tabernacles. I hear you. Oh, by the way, no, that story's not made up. That's a real, like, currently right now, he is in his feelings, and I don't blame him, but I think I think he's more disturbed by the action that he chose to take raising his children.
I'm just saying,
And
how do you stand still and let a kid hit you in the head with anything? That's all I want to know.
him and the woman got into an argument after he asked for the divorce, pretty much, and
But
they
he's
going back and forth. But you know, the kids is there, and he said, yo, she was pointing at something, but I wasn't paying attention to it because I'm talking to her directly. And next thing you know, I get cracked across the head with a bottle.
The fuck is you, trucker? Yell. How you get? See this story.
I said, what? I said, he like, yeah, she cracked me across the bottle. He was like,
Nah.
man,
What sound more accurate is that man was probably trying to put hands on that woman, and them kids
Nah.
seeing him trying to put hands on their mama and said, "Get your hands off my mama!" and then bust him upside the head. Now, that sound more accurate.
Nah,
Yeah.
he not the listen. He is not the type to put hands on a woman. I know he like it's crazy because it's like she's the one that put hands on him.
You always go in for men. You always think men are innocent. Let me say on behalf of women.
Well,
We
you
ain't.
said your
We
feet first.
know we not innocent. I'll do a nigga in a minute.
Wait, what will you do to an enigma in a minute? What you mean you'll do an enigma in a
see what
minute?
I'm saying?
I'll have him picked up. He could be
Picked up by
picked up
who?
by the police, or he could be picked up by eight. Whatever his choice is. Trucker yell, stop acting like a victim.
You be trying to.
You're not
Okay,
a victim.
So who's a victim by sitting there telling
You,
him?
that's what you up here sounding like.
Well, it wasn't him.
Hold
It wasn't
on,
him, Auntie Sherry. It was his friend. It wasn't
But
him.
he's empathizing with his friend. He's an empath or whatever.
Hold on. Wait.
Hold on. His friend got a big. Hold on,
I
Auntie
like
Sherry.
that trucker.
Auntie Sherry.
I like the
Sherry.
trucker I used to argue with.
Auntie
Stop
Sherry.
being sensitive up here,
Listen.
Nick.
Listen, his friend got a big cartoon lump upside his head, so somebody got to empathize with him. We do. Trucker do.
No,
He's still living. He's still living. He's still living.
Hold on. Listen. Nobody. Listen. I could call a fair
What don't
answer.
kill you will make you stronger.
What don't kill you will make you stronger. Hey, Sherry Berry.
Yo, what don't kill you will make you
Sherry Berry, let me ask you. If your kids turned around and cracked you upside your head with a bottle, how you gonna feel about that?
She gonna shoot him.
There's no possible way my child would do me like that.
No. Okay, he thought the same thing. So
I'm not even gonna think. I'm not even gonna think of my child because I love my child too much.
Miss Shelby, your grandson Jalen will pop your head with a bottle.
You's a motherfucking lie, you punk ass bitch.
Oh wait, hold on. Hey yo, come on, Auntie Sherry.
What I'm saying?
Trucker, send that bread now, bro, because Auntie Sherry about to violate.
No, they lying on me. I got a right to defend myself.
But you ain't got to say the F-bomb, Auntie Sherry.
Sherry Berry.
I tried really hard.
You ain't trying hard enough.
They talking about my grandchildren.
Nobody talking about your grandchildren.
My grandchild
What?
No,
Alias
my
did say that.
grandchild won't. No, he won't.
Sherry,
Yeah,
okay.
Hey, Trucker,
Miss
send
Sherry
that
Berry, yes,
bread,
he will.
Trucker.
I bet
Send
he
that,
You
would.
got it. You got
Jalen?
send that
Oh, he
bread, Trucker.
can't.
You got.
I don't know where this going.
I don't
Hey,
know either.
listen.
He
At the
provoked
end of the
me
day, hold
first.
on. So at the end of the day, nigga, I can sit here and understand how it would feel if my kids turned on me. Like,
My
period.
kids
Like,
ain't. How the hell can you say
I
your
can feel.
child turned on you? That's what I'm saying. Trucker
What do you?
is
Hold on.
no kids
What?
don't turn. No.
Kids don't turn. So who teach the
No.
kids to turn against the other parent?
Evidently, a parent turned the kids, but kids don't turn on parents.
Yes, they
So
do.
again,
No,
so again, yes, they do. Thank you,
Kids,
thank you,
kids
thank you
get
for
sick of
saying
our
that.
no,
stuff.
they don't.
Kids get
Thank
sick of
No,
you,
our mess. They get
thank you.
sick of our mess. When they
no.
get old enough and they get
Bitch, are
big
you
enough,
dumb? I think
why are
you're
you
dumb.
disrespecting me? It sounds like you are.
Yes,
If
I
you
You
can't
can.
gotta
talk to
do
me
that.
And
without
I'm
cursing at
going
me,
to. I'm
imagine telling
going to,
somebody
bitch.
something they never heard and they
Get up
crash out.
here acting
Imagine
like
teaching somebody
you
Come on,
something
see.
bro.
different and they got to curse you
Yeah,
out
let's
about it.
get it up at you. Let's show the
Zero
real metal
emotional
bitch
maturity. And
that
this
you
is
Wait,
why
look
the
come
kids
like.
on,
are the way they are
Bitch, you
now.
fake and you
come
Zero
on.
fucking. You
emotional
fake and
maturity. I've
fucking
been
bitch.
called way
I'm
worse, but I'm
not getting
telling you,
ready to
you're
get up
wrong.
here
You're
and
dead
let
wrong.
motherfuckers
You're dead
talk about
wrong.
Trucker,
children.
You're
send that
dead
bread. That's
wrong.
20.
You're wrong. Why are you so mad? You could be wrong. It's okay to
That's
I'm
be
20.
wrong.
mad because
Hold up.
you're
It's
All right, I'm
okay to
wrong.
paying
be
the $20.
wrong.
After
It's
that,
You
Cherry
okay to
Berry
be
the
on the
type of
phone after
bitch
wrong.
that.
that'll
It's
let a
okay to be
nigga do
wrong.
something to your
You
children
don't
and
even
you'll
know
say,
me.
he's
You don't
right
even know
and
me.
my
I go to
child is
jail about my
wrong.
kids. You
You is
don't
a
even know me.
funky
I go to prison
fucker.
about my kids. You don't
That's
even know me.
25.
You don't even know
I
me.
got
You
the
don't
No,
even
no,
know
no.
me.
$85.
That's
You
20.
don't
That's
even
20.
know
The $5
me.
is
You
on you,
don't even
Cherry
know
Berry.
me.
That's
You don't even know
25.
me.
No.
And
I'm paying 20.
I'm finna say
Hey,
a couple of
Izzy,
more
Say
Izzy,
whatever
Nah,
you want
nah,
to
Izzy,
say.
hold
It's
on,
just
hold on,
Izzy,
words,
hold on.
Ladybug.
Izzy,
It's
Hold
just
Izzy.
on,
Boy,
words.
Auntie Jen,
bad
hold
You
on,
don't
hold
bitch.
on.
respect
Auntie Chan,
yourself.
hold on,
You
one
don't
minute, one
respect
mic,
yourself, Sherry. You
hold
don't.
on,
You don't
one mic.
respect yourself. And
Okay,
that's the
please sit
type of
down.
stuff that makes kids turn. That's the type of stuff that makes kids turn. You can't even have a conversation without cursing people out. That's the kind of stuff that makes kids turn. All you got to do is hear something. You can agree to disagree. You ain't got to disrespect the panel because you don't agree. We have a different set of experiences, and kids do turn. I know plenty of kids that grow up and they finally don't have to deal with the abuse they grew up with. So they decide they're not going to. I'm not going to argue about that. I know what I know and you know what you know. But if one of my kids decides they don't want to have nothing else to do with me, I got to ask myself what I did wrong. What could I have done differently? Because they're still human beings, not my property. They came out of me. Yes, thank God he gave me the opportunity to bring them here, but they're still humans. Like, what are you talking about?
All right, so hold on real quick. Let me let Miss Sherry talk. Miss Sherry, please no more F bombs because that's
Oh,
the
no.
rules of the show. And Trucker, please pay that now, please, bro. Because that's
Listen,
the
I'm
fuck up.
paying it right now. Just know
All right,
the cutoff point was at 20.
all right, so
Anything else
Sherry,
after that?
all right, so Miss Sherry, you owe $5. Please no more F bombs. Please no more F bombs. Please, you could express yourself without saying F bombs. Go ahead, you got the floor.
I'm just saying, no. See, when you have a baby, it's like a open book with no writing, no type. You as the parent put that into the child. Maybe you might have had your first child. I'm guilty of it. I wasn't a good parent because I wasn't a good adult. But as time changed, I have children that's damn near 20 years apart. I learned as I went. That's what parenting is. But for you to say all that shit, kids turned on you, no, bitch, you turned on yourself. They was just babies. They know they
Man,
are
y'all
just,
stop
they
this.
absorbed what you gave them. Maybe you was the younger defiant parent. And now that you the older grown parent, you want to check these motherfuckers.
Sherry, come on.
Oh,
That's $10, Auntie Sherry. Come on. You guys send that. Trucker sent 20. Thank you, Trucker. Sherry, I need you to send $10. Stop saying F-bombs. You could express
okay,
yourself
let me
without
drop
saying
down.
F-bombs. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Lord have
Okay,
mercy.
so
Thank you,
yeah.
Trucker.
Nah, he ain't putting no hands on that woman. Cause I'm gonna just say, like, I know for a fact he ain't built like that, man. He actually took. Listen, they've been married for almost 19 years, and since I've met them, again, I've watched her put hands on him.
Damn. He let her put
I,
hands on her?
yeah, I mean, listen, bro. I've watched her call the police on this man. I mean, actually, she broke his hand, his finger one time, a couple of the
Why she broke
fingers.
his finger?
Man, I don't
Thank you,
know.
Auntie Sherry.
I don't know, bro. It was him. Cause she's one of I God forbid, she's one of them type of chicks that like to call the police to, you know what I'm saying, to try to control the situation. So
Why would he
it's like,
stay with a woman like that? That's crazy, though. Why would he stay in that situation, bro?
I mean, he's not the first type of dude that I know that have done that. But I mean, like, we know, like, a lot of dudes deal with so much disrespect just to make sure that their kids have some type of, some type of
So
it's
Dollar's
just,
household, yeah, but I'm
yeah,
just
you know
saying,
what I'm saying?
yeah, I've done that to a certain degree too with my
Yeah.
ex-wife, but when it came to all of that, hell no, hell no.
He not the first though. I know, like, I got another partner, Mike. He said as soon as his daughter turned 18, he told his daughter right after she got off the stage, like, yo, man, your mama about to get a divorce. And that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? He stayed there for 18 years. That's exactly what he said. Suffered through it. I mean, it happens though. Like, that's why I said, like, is it really a two-parent household? Because on the one hand, you trying to teach discipline, but on the other hand, she ain't trying to echo your movement or your standards. She's trying to do her own thing. And when I say do her own thing, I'm talking about she's smoking with the kids.
What?
Yeah, that type of time, bro.
But she
That type
beating
of
on
time.
dudes, so that that in itself, if she beating on him, that's like, yo, you got to
I
go,
mean,
bro.
you gotta think about that though. That's why I'm kind of like, I told him, like, you surprised, bro? Like, you let, bro, all you really been doing for these past 19 years for real is you've been basically teaching your kids
To
how to treat
disrespect.
the other person. You know what I'm saying? Bro, now your daughters grew up thinking that it's okay to crack you across your head with a bottle.
That's crazy.
So they're gonna take that into a whole relationship. Your son is watching this also. Okay. They watching the mama go crazy as that. Listen, she already got beat up by the auntie. Just to let you know, Izzy. She
Oh,
got beat up by the auntie.
his sister done put hands, feet, toes, and elbows on her.
My wife and the great auntie put hands, feet, and paws on her.
Oh,
But
okay.
he stuck through. He stuck through it. And
Wait,
she
he
was.
went back like a battered batch? He went back after the sister and the auntie put hands on her? He was supposed to
Yeah,
escape. How you go back?
yeah,
You
yeah,
free.
yeah.
Shout out to Angel
Unfortunately,
Earthblood. She says, so the kids were possibly high, shaking my head. The story keep getting worse, Angel. It's crazy.
I know it sounds crazy, but it really
Hey, ladies, keep your hands to
happened, bro.
yourself. Don't be beating on people.
It really happened. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not surprised. Why I told him I'm not surprised about it because you let this happen. You know what I'm saying? It's not now, you know what I'm saying? That's your legacy. And, we always talk about legacy, but if we're going to be purposely honest, if we're going to be really honest, the women really have control of your legacy.
So
At the
his
end of the day,
legacy is you told Harpo to beat me?
his
Thank you,
legacy
Auntie
is
Terry. I think Auntie
I
Sherry be
mean,
putting hands on people too. Thank you, Auntie Sherry. Appreciate you
yeah.
supporting the thing.
No, I
So,
don't.
Okay.
I mean, it
I
happens, bro.
got
Like, it's not
bullied.
the first case.
You
It's
didn't
not
But
get
the
no
first
bully. I
case.
know you lying. You never been bullied in your life. I know you lying. You don't let no.
I
You wouldn't let nobody bully you. Shout
bullied.
out to Relentless Credit Repair. Says Sherry Berry will argue with cut water nutrients. What does that mean?
I do. She ain't lying on me.
That's a guy. You watching Sanford and Son?
Now that's my other phone ringtone.
Oh God, that's crazy.
Boy, that's old right there,
That's
dog. That's
classic.
old right there.
That's a phone ringtone. It's crazy.
That's wisdom right there. I ain't gonna hold you.
Wisdom. That's something. Lord have mercy.
What's so
don't know,
funny
bro.
about it is I do scrapping.
What you mean beating people up? What's scrapping?
No, I like when you know the difference between copper, metal, steel. I just know it.
Oh, okay. So what you do with it?
I turn it in and I get paid for it.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. So that's the business. That's the people calling you to get you some scraps. Yo,
Yeah, because
uniquely. Go ahead.
can I just say this?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, because in being in construction, you throw away a lot of money.
Mhm.
Like, and don't realize you do. Like, if I go do a tear out in your building, or if I'm reframing your house, the rebar, the metal, that's worth money. And
Okay.
a lot of people just put it in the dumpster and throw it away. But there's what you call scrap yard. And I ain't too big to grow. I'm growing every day. I'm humble. Remember, I'm just a fuck ass auntie that don't know shit.
No one said that. I got you. You just
I said it.
No,
I
you know something. You know something. Hey,
don't
uniquely
know
stunning.
shit. I don't know. You almost got me.
No,
You
shit
almost
is
got me.
literally shit won't get you. No, I ain't gonna find you for shit. Just the F bomb. It's only the F bomb. Yo, uniquely stunning said he just wanted to force this convo into a gender war and made up that crazy story to do so. Trucker, she on to you, Trucker. She said,
I don't know how can this be a
Trucker,
gender war?
stop. That's why I hit the link again. Trucker, you a
Oh my
great man.
goodness.
You a good family man. Baby, you are strong. You got this. Stop giving these sad ass stories. Start giving positive. Think positive.
Be positive when we're talking about parenting, which is what I was
What
talking
your
about.
parenting is positive. How it can't be positive to
Now,
me? And I had the baby. All you did was stood there and watched. Did you have a
I
contraction?
got kids. What the
Did
fuck
you
are you
have
talking about,
morning
Sherry Berry?
sickness? Nah, Trucker, we gotta stop. Let's just
Oh, what is this? What is
listen.
she talking about? What?
did
I'm
you have
talking to
contractions? Did
you.
you have the babies? Was she asking you, Trucker?
And that's supposed to basically do what?
I don't
Exactly.
know. Did you
I,
pop that baby
What
okay,
out
that's
there?
supposed to
let
mean
me
is
ask you
what is
this
that supposed to
question
mean?
then. Let
What
me
is that
ask you
supposed to
this
mean?
question then. When
Okay,
you
Sherry.
got the woman pregnant, did you enjoy yourself?
Uh-oh.
Did I enjoy myself
When
watching
you
my
got the
wife pregnant?
woman pregnant,
Oh,
did you
what are we
enjoy
talking about?
yourself?
I had a whole lot of fun. Yes, I enjoyed watching my lady
Okay,
pregnant. Yes.
here's
So
what
then, what
is
is the problem?
here's what is unenjoyable. Did you have the morning sickness? Did you have to sleep a certain way because the baby wanted to lay a certain way? I think
Shit,
you
Lord
laid
have
just
mercy.
fine, sir. Just fine.
Well, okay, Sherry Bear, where is you going with this?
Stop
Because
trying
I'm
to
not into
create
this.
problems where there's no problems. Now, I would agree with you if you said a goofy headed bitch came along and started trying to treat you, I'll be all up in there. I'll be like, that's my brother. And I'm with him. Bitch, you ain't gonna treat him like that. But come on, trucker, sometime. Just let happy be happy. And positive be positive, my bro. I love you.
Sherry Berry,
What?
wasn't we just talking about soft parenting?
Yes, but I just said that
Hold on,
sometimes
no,
you
no,
can't
hold on,
no.
no, Sherry Berry, listen, no,
Okay,
listen, respectfully, I know you an elder, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna come at you
ain't that
sideways,
elder.
but I'm okay. I'm gonna tell the truth, and
I'm a
unfortunately,
thug, nigga.
that is a part of being like you said. Some kids you can talk to, right?
Yes,
And then there's some kids you just got to put a foot in their ass, right?
absolutely.
Okay. You know the consequences of it when you don't put a foot in the kid's ass that need to get their foot put in their ass.
Yeah, they tend to go
Okay,
to
they get
prison or
they
die.
or they beat on their parents. Bust
Who the
they
fuck
motherfucking.
beating up here?
I owe you for that, Izzy. I owe you for that. Bust they
Oh,
goddamn parent across the head with a bottle.
I
So
did
when I
say
speak on
it.
Yeah,
so when I
both of
speak
y'all
on it,
did.
I'm speaking on it in of the conversation that we're having right now. I don't that gender gangbanging shit. I wasn't even talking about no gender gangbanging shit. I'm talking
But
about
trucker, like,
no
I
Cherry
please
Berry.
hear me. Please, can you just hear me for 1 second, sir? I understand you wasn't talking about gender banging. I wasn't either. I was talking
But
to
you just brought it
you.
up.
No, I really was saying I like the positive trucker yell, the uplifting. This is depressing.
Well, call
And
it
I'm
what you want.
drinking. I can't
Okay,
drink
cool.
and
I
hear
listen.
negative thoughts. And
Okay.
you one of the people that used to make me laugh. I would laugh like you would say some outrageous stuff.
He
And
just
then I
did too.
that's trucker yell right
Sure.
there. That's the trucker yell I'm looking for. I don't
Sure.
want
Make a laugh, trucker. Yeah, make a laugh, boy.
yeah.
Man, listen.
Get in there.
We
Get
can
in
have we
there.
can listen. We can have fun and we can laugh, but at the end of the
I
day,
don't
I'm
want to
coming with
hear
some facts.
depressing. Hey,
Listen.
Huh?
Then, hey, I don't know what to tell you, Sherry.
Get in
I
there,
don't know what to
trucker.
tell
Get
you.
in there.
I'm
not
talking
like
about
that.
the
I
whole
think you trying to
conversation.
start something, Izzy. Don't get
No,
beat up.
no. I'm
Listen,
just saying what you said. Don't try it with me.
I used to beat up my little brother. You won't beat my little brother, nigga?
Listen, I can run faster than you, so I ain't worried about it.
No, you can't, because I was the
Them
star.
knees,
I
them
almost
knees,
made
them
it
knees
to
get
the
to
list.
knocking. I'll be out. You can't catch me. I ain't worried about
Yeah,
that.
I
You
can
listen.
can't catch
run.
me.
I can run.
Yeah. I hear
I
you.
used to play
Yeah.
football in the field with no helmet or nothing. You
We
remember
can
that?
tell. We can tell.
Stop laughing at me.
We can tell you to put the helmet on.
I was a cowboy. I was a cowboy.
Do something to make her feel better. That's hilarious. Hey,
Nah, he
Chuck,
did. He did.
Tucker
He
and
did.
Auntie Sherry, both of y'all ship me my $5. I heard them F bombs y'all both said.
I know.
No,
I said I owe you.
fucking
Trucker wasn't
I said
paying for you, he's paying for him. He said
yeah, I'm paying for
an
you.
F
Yeah,
bomb
I'm paying
too.
for me.
He paying
Yeah,
for
I did.
him.
I ain't
Yeah.
paying nothing. I'm tired of Izzy.
Hey, well, listen, don't be up here saying all the F bombs. You can say all the other 100,000 F words, just don't say that one. Why can't you just leave that one alone?
Because
Jesus.
that's the one that make people feel good.
But
All right, let me let
You know
CJ.
what's
CJ,
crazy?
oh, go ahead.
That's literally what I was saying about spanking. Out of all the things you could do, why you keep choosing to do that one? And you just said it best, Miss Sherry, because that's the one that makes people feel good.
Yes, I love it. I've been doing it for years.
Whipping people ass for years.
Ass.
Thank you for your
Yeah.
honesty. Thank you so much for your honesty.
She been whipping ass for years.
Cause at least you can admit it. You know what I'm saying?
You welcome, baby. You welcome.
Yeah. Let CJ, you haven't said nothing in a while. What's say you make some sense of all this madness, CJ, and then ADS you got after that. Y'all haven't been able to say nothing in a while. It's been the Auntie Sherry and Trucker show. What say y'all?
Hey, it's not.
So-
I've been trying to
As
talk
so.
the whole time. I ain't
You
really
come
get
up
to
here
say
with that
nothing.
bogus story. You come up here with that bogus story that
You think that's a
didn't make
bogus
no sense.
story?
Hell yeah. Go ahead,
Listen,
CJ. I'm sorry.
think
Go
that's
ahead, Trucker. It's CJ's
Bruh.
turn. It's CJ's
Listen.
turn. Came up
It
here with
is
that
not no,
bogus
but it's
story.
not. It's a real story, y'all. It ain't no
A
bogus.
real
nothing.
story that happened in Zimbabwe. Go ahead, CJ.
No,
I
okay.
think
You think I'm joking?
what the issue is that we just have to respect other people's beliefs. You know, I think what happens a lot is when you have a certain belief system and somebody says, you know, that's not right, and you know, it might even come off as I'm better. Sometimes we just have to be careful because at the end of the day, I think as long as the children are loved, as long as they're cared for, they're thriving, you know, we can't really just like project our beliefs onto other people. I know there, you know, are plenty of studies and stuff like that, but you know, spanking can also be, like I said, a religious belief as well. So, you know, there's a fine line when we're talking about a subject like this. So, you know, at the end of the day, I respect anybody who doesn't want to spank, and I respect everybody who does spank. You know, that's really, I think, how it should be.
Yeah, I'm whipping
Good point.
ass. I'm whipping
I
ass. I
love
appreciate it.
Respectfully,
I love what that young lady just said. That's why I stayed so quiet and listen. But I will say this: spank or hit a child. If you're hitting a child out of anger, you're wrong. If
Yeah.
you're hitting a child out of fear that you have, you're wrong. This is what I have put afoot. My child was at another people's house getting his dick sucked.
Whoa,
shit.
wait.
Daddy walked in.
Hey,
No, I'm just gonna tell the truth. A mother and son.
no, Sherry Bear,
A
you told me to
mother
keep it.
and
No,
I'm-
Sherry
How
Bear.
much is that?
And
Oh my
Sherry
when
God.
I
Sherry
got
Bear.
there, I
See
said,
the hypocrisy is
Wait, hold on. Did
insane.
you tell her? Wait, did you tell her? Wait, hold on,
no.
Sherry. Hold on, Sherry. Hold on. Trucker, hold
Oh,
on.
Lord.
Trucker, hold on. Did you
They
tell?
won't let me
Hold on,
tell
Sherry.
the truth.
I got you. I'm gonna
They
let you
won't
tell
let
it.
me tell the truth.
I'm gonna
I
let
had
you.
to
Hold on.
look
Let
at
me
my
ask you a
son
question. Did
and
you tell
say,
her to cup the balls?
no, I had to look at my
Cup
son
his
and
balls,
say,
baby. Cup his
that's
balls.
why that man punched you. They won't let me tell the truth.
All
They
right, go ahead,
won't.
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, go ahead.
I had to look at my son. Yeah, my son got punched.
You punched
Nigga.
him for getting some head?
So hold on.
No,
Wait.
the
So
man,
wait a
the
minute.
father, listen, the father walked in. This
Oh.
ain't no lie.
Oh, the
My
father
son
was
was laid up in a pink, purple, pretty bedroom.
Mm.
Get this little winter whacker wet.
Wait, whoa. Too much information.
So what's positive about this story again?
Here's what's positive. I'm going to be positive if you allow me, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
I looked at my son and said, yeah, you got punched in the chest. And you better be glad. That's the least that happened to you. What am I or your daddy supposed to do? Walk up on this man and say, let my son get his dick sucked. in your house.
I never heard a story like this on
Listen,
YouTube.
you better
This
be
is the
glad
only
you
story I ever
still
heard
living.
like this on YouTube. So that's
I'm
that's
That's
just
the
You
first for you,
better
hey,
be
CJ.
glad you still living.
Hold
and
on,
I'm
that's
the
the
one
first.
that's telling the negative
Leave
part. I'm
CJ alone.
telling
I
the
like
negative
CJ.
story. Ain't that a bitch?
Hey, shout
Oh,
out to
I
B
know
Sneezy.
that was happy because my son still live.
oh man.
He just got punched in the chest and he got a happy ending. Yo, shout out to B Sneezy. He said, what I just pulled up on. Hey, Auntie Sherry being Auntie Sherry. That's all. Auntie Sherry is in the house. Y'all know how Auntie Sherry is. Shout out to Cindy Alice. What's up? She makes us miss Auntie J. Rest in peace to Auntie J, boy. Woo wee. That EBB Israel, that EBB.
Yeah, you gotta find that last episode. That
Oh
episode
yeah,
was
I got it. I got
hilarious,
it
bro.
in the cut. I got to bring it. Rest in peace to
That
Auntie
joy
J.
was hilarious, bro.
Auntie J. Hey,
I have a
so
I
question.
miss her too, y'all. I do. I
I
miss
know
her.
Auntie J. Go ahead, Queen Sanaa. Let's Queen Sanaa get in here.
For,
Go ahead.
for 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 the people that think that somebody showing you something different means that you think you're better than them, I'm a frame it like that because I'm just a fan of learning new things. If somebody in a situation when your child was not doing what you preferred them to do, walked up and did something different and it worked like immediately, would you then be willing to consider that there may be other options besides hands? I'm just curious to know if you saw with your own eyes that something else worked, would you be willing to consider that there were different options besides just spanking, religious or not?
Can I
Floor is
I run
respond
open.
to
it.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for you.
Let CJ respond to that because that sounds directly to what CJ said. Go
It
ahead,
was for
CJ.
CJ.
Go
Yes.
ahead, CJ.
So I definitely didn't mean that towards you. I was speaking in general. Really, I should have been more specific. So let me just
Let me preface. I'm sorry. Let me preface it with this. There are a lot of people who see things exactly how you said it and are very rigid on that view, and that's why I'm framing it that way. So, my bad for interrupting, but please continue.
okay. So the only thing that I heard what might offend somebody is I think you said that people were lazy for spanking. I'm not sure where that statistical data would come from. You know, I'm all about data. I know you guys don't know me, but I actually used to work for the Government Accountability Office, so
Who
I'm very
cares?
big on statistics.
Who
Um,
cares?
Go
well,
ahead,
Hold
sis
on,
in
I'm
the
leave
just
CJ.
saying
government.
I'm
Auntie
big on
Sherry, stop being
statistics.
rude.
Go ahead, sis in government.
Stop
I
being
get I
rude,
get your
Auntie
point.
Sherry.
I get your point.
Yeah, so I'm
Who
all
cares?
about data. I love data.
Hmm.
You know, so I'm just saying I'm just talking about mutual respect when it comes to each other's beliefs. That's all.
Right. I understand that. The reason I chose the word lazy was to go with the example that I gave. If there were 50 other options before spanking and you chose not to do any of them and went straight to spanking, the reason I called it lazy is because some people don't even take the time to examine what else there could be. And in
Hmm.
essence of what the word lazy means, that is lazy parenting. There are some parents who won't even lift a finger to Google a couple of options. I shouldn't have to
So so
look at
you
Google to parent my. Well, if you don't know, you don't know. How else are you gonna learn?
so you talking about somebody like instead of thinking they just go direct to grabbing the belt and commence to whooping ass instead of just
And that happens a
thinking
lot.
before they do. Okay,
Yeah.
I got
Why
you.
do you
I
Google
had to tell you
parenting?
twice. I had to tell you twice. Now I gotta whoop you instead of trying something different. Well, if I use a certain type of soil and my plants don't grow, I'm not gonna rip the plant out the ground. I'm gonna try a different type of soil, right? So why am I not doing the same thing with the children that I'm trying to nurture and grow?
But that's
Uh,
different. That's different because a
Why?
plant don't have a brain. Eventually, your kids will grow up and they're going to have their own minds. They're going to think the way they think no matter what. You you do have defiant children. Children will grow up and be defiant. You can't make your children do what you said, no matter how much you gentle parent him what you think you taught them. Children are going to grow into adults.
Okay, so if children are destined to be defiant, oppositional, whatever, isn't it true that spanking is not going to change that either? If those
No,
people are
it's
wired that
not.
way,
No,
if those people are wired that way, then the reality is that's just how they're going to be no matter what you do,
ma'am,
right?
ma'am, we are all born with a brain. Your brain ain't gonna think what I think. My child brain ain't gonna think what I think. I have children that said I was whooping their ass. I have children that say, no, mommy didn't do that. Mama was just trying to tell you to stop. Either way, I'm not perfect. Like, where's the handbook on motherhood?
Well, in North Carolina, it's
Where's
called
the
triple P
handbook?
parenting. Now, see, that's what I said earlier before you came. I live in a state that does have parenting handbooks, and they're very good. And they
Well,
consider
where is
every
it? What state
it's
you
it's
live
on
in?
it's on
Because
it's
I need
online.
that.
It's online.
I
It's
need
triple
that.
P parenting. I'm telling
I
y'all,
need
it's a
that
ton.
handbook,
It's
bitch.
a ton of.
Because
Why are you
you're
saying this? Why are you
lying.
Wait,
disrespecting me
why you
again?
gotta
Bro.
call her
Why are
out
you
her name?
disrespecting me again?
Oh.
Wait,
Why
wait,
are you
Auntie Sherry,
disrespecting me
why you call
again?
her out her name, Auntie
Cause she
Sherry?
feels
Where,
she
I
where's
feels
the
called
can't
out.
because she's
positivity?
Cause
lying.
she feels
She's
called out.
lying.
Cause she
Why?
feels you don't even know
Hold on,
me.
real quick.
You don't
How do
even
you?
know
Wait,
me.
hold on,
You
Queen
don't even
Sana.
know me.
I
You
got you,
don't know
Queen
But
me.
I
Sana.
know
Queen
what you
Sana,
just
I
You don't
got
know
said
me.
to
You
me.
haven't even
I know
tried
what
it.
you just
But you
said
haven't
to
even
me.
tried it.
And you're
You
lying. I'm
haven't
not
even
going to
tried
try
it.
with you.
Right.
I
So
don't
you
give a
stay
damn
ignorant. You
about
stay
you.
ignorant over there.
You're
You
not
stay
my
ignorant over
child.
there. You
Why
stay
should I
ignorant over
care
there.
about your feelings?
What's going on
Oh,
with this woman? Why?
Jesus.
Who is this woman
No,
you got on your show? She shouldn't even still be on the panel right now. She
Well,
is
no,
so
we have a
disrespectful.
bounty.
yeah,
Wait,
I
wait.
should.
We have a
Yeah, I
So
bounty.
should.
disrespectful.
Wait,
So
hold on.
Yeah, I
disrespectful.
should.
We have a
Yeah, I
bounty.
should.
So
So
disrespectful.
hold on, real quick. But I was
I'm
trying to
not
hold
disrespectful.
on, real
I'm
quick.
not
I
Yeah.
was
talking to
trying to
you no
bring
more.
order.
I don't have nothing to say. See, this is what I mean. I know how to tell somebody this ain't working for me and we ain't gonna rock with it. I ain't got to put hands
That
on
shit
you.
went
I ain't got to
away.
curse
Now
at
that
you.
nigga's
I
coming
ain't
out
got to
here.
disrespect you. Oh, I don't let niggas
I'ma
in my circle. I
disrespect
don't let niggas
you.
nowhere near me. I don't even deal with niggas. I deal with men, but I don't let men disrespect me either. So I'm not sure what your
I
life
don't
is
know
like, but
how.
you
I don't
really
know
don't know
how.
me. You
I
really
don't
don't
know
know me.
how.
You really don't know
How
me.
can you deal with niggas and not deal with men? You
How's
sound
she not
stupid
hearing what I'm
in the
saying? How she didn't even hear what I said? She just talking.
Yeah, I heard exactly what you
I think you
said.
should enjoy your day. I don't have nothing else to say to you.
And I'm going to. I'm enjoying it right now.
Shout out
I'm
to Money Marker.
enjoying it
This
right
is not a
now.
Hold
happy
on. Okay,
person. Y'all
okay.
listening to
One
a
mic.
person that's not happy.
One mic. Money Marco said, or can it be parents rather choose to go with what has been proven to work? Shout out to Money Marco. And y'all support the show, support the stream. I mean, are you not entertained? We do have a pound of bounty though. That's how we get rid of people if y'all don't like what they're saying. It's a
You
pound of
trying to
bounty.
sell
Oh
me
no,
out?
it's entertaining. They gonna keep her up here because it's entertaining. Thank you, Miss
Yeah.
Sherry.
I
Well,
shout out to J Man.
what I'm saying to you, baby,
Oh
I
no, 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 no,
know.
no, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. At this point, I'm
Okay,
going no
then.
contact with
What
you. I don't
I'm
like the way you
saying to
talk to
you,
me.
then,
She's still trying
is
to talk to me. Somebody take notes. I ain't listening to this one.
I blame you.
please
I'm
go.
blaming you, sir.
Keep
Hey man,
watching
Blame
send
you.
me
your
my
family
$5 and don't
fail.
blame me. Send me my
Keep
$5
watching
and
your
can't blame me.
family fail.
Oh no, I speak life, baby. Nothing over here
No,
fails. God got
I
us.
don't think you
God
do.
got my whole family.
You a brand new
You
mama.
wildin'.
You
You
just a
wildin'.
brand new mama.
Okay,
Oh
I'm brand
You
new.
Lord
brand
Okay.
new
Jesus.
She said
mama.
How
You
old are you,
just
Miss
a
Sherry? How
brand
old are you, Miss
new mama.
Sherry? How old are you?
None of your business,
Oh shit,
bitch.
you said you was old enough to be my mama. I'm just trying to figure out how close you are because my mama don't act like this. This is wild.
I ain't
my,
your mama.
my mama got
I ain't your
class. Woo,
mama.
child, where you
Put
find
that
this
on
one?
top of pancakes, bitch.
Where you find
Put
this
that
one?
on top of pancakes.
She
I ain't
found
your
me.
mama.
She
Where you
found me.
find this one?
She found me. She said sit on top of pancakes. I ain't your mama.
She is wild.
I'm trying.
She
This shit
said
ain't
sit on
funny, but
top
it
of
is funny.
pancakes. I ain't your mama.
Oh shit.
She crazy. That's
Child, you're
hilarious.
wildin'.
Oh my God,
Oh my
bruh.
goodness gracious.
I love
Shout out to
this.
JC.
Y'all laughing now. See, positive. Why?
Child, the
Yeah,
toxic
this ain't.
positivity in
Yeah,
the
this ain't
building.
right. Right. I'm like, what? This ain't positive. What the hell?
Ooh-wee.
Oh man.
Oh my God,
It
bruh.
could be to go there, but we here now. Let's be positive and laughing.
Damn, y'all don't feel gaslit right now? Like
Yes.
Gaslit to the
Yes,
moon.
gaslit the hell out. She
I,
gaslit the hell out
Exactly.
of us, but it's
Izzy,
okay.
Izzy, I just want to say that this was a great topic, and it's nice to see, something different besides what you see, each and every day with gender wars and stuff like that. It's time to start talking more about what's going on in our community. So I just really appreciate this topic.
Hey, no doubt. Thank you, CJ, for coming up. I know you don't usually come up on panels, so I appreciate you coming up and kicking with us and your insight and your your takes. Thank you.
No
Hey CJ.
problem.
Hey CJ.
Yeah.
Remember,
good,
whoop them kids' ass. Whoop them kids' asses. Okay.
good chatting
That's
with
all
you,
They
right.
know not to
CJ.
play with me. That's the thing. Like,
Play.
Good.
I've done that
As
job.
as
So
they
now
should.
all I got to do is just say, don't play with me. And that's it.
They remember
It's
the
a
I
butt
done
remember.
whippings
deal.
of old.
I remember, boy. I remember my ass whooping as a kid. Boy, listen, my grandma I was up and down in the store acting a plum fool. Got home, thought everything was sweet. Mama and grandmama jumped my ass with that belt, told my ass to the moon.
Absolutely.
That was the last time. That was the last time. That was the last time I ever caught a temper tantrum. Last time. Whew, boy.
Hey,
Ass whooping.
I ain't forget, man. Y'all better hit me with my F-bomb fees. I'm not playing with y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Look, you gonna stop charging me
No,
interest.
I'm not. It's not
Yes,
interest.
you are.
It is the what you. I didn't charge you for all the B words. You said I should start charging for that too. I'll make a mint. You just said all the B words. You call everybody a B. They didn't even deserve it.
Oh,
Shout out to
I'm
you guys
never
for
hitting
something.
your panel again, sir, because
Oh,
it's too much.
oh,
I
you
feel
can.
like a victim. I'm a victim.
Oh Lord, you better share some of that scrap money with me.
Hey, you
Don't
talk.
worry
Hey,
about me, Scrap.
hey,
You better share some of the scrap dollars
Hey,
with
you
me.
talk.
I
You ain't no
just
victim.
gave
You
you
told
a
me to shut the
side
hell up.
hustle.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up. You right, sucker. Yeah, I'm gonna shut absolutely up. See
Shout out to,
y'all always.
Mm.
What
shout
a
out to
good.
Auntie Sherry coming through. We appreciate you coming through. You gave us a good laugh. But you just got a potty mouth. Why you talk like a sailor though?
Because that's me. I'm me. Who are you? If you don't
Sherry
like
the
me,
seller, Sherry
get
the
from
seller woman.
around me. Get from around me if you don't like me.
I love you. How about
Don't
that?
love
Ooh,
me.
I
Somebody
love you. I love you. And nothing you could do about it. So what?
you try to
Now,
bait me. I know what
nothing you could do about it. Shout out
Look,
to my
nigga.
people. Shout out to my people. J Man, you don't got to cry. J Man paid it. Shout out to J Man. Thank you, J Man. Don't encourage her though, because she don't know when to stop. She don't know when to stop. She just don't know when to stop. Shout out to J Man with the $5 for her F-bomb. Thank you, J Man. I appreciate you. Yo, Easy One said,
Thank you, Mr. J Man.
why
Can I
is
say
Izzy?
thank you? I love
Why?
you. I love
Why?
you.
Look,
Thank
you love him, but don't see. That's messed up. Why
I
is
love
Izzy?
you.
I see that. Why is Izzy trying to impose tariffs on Sherry's Berry? Hey, Sherry's Berry Shout out to you, Easy One.
See how he kept his mouth closed? That was one of the defiant kids. I had to put my foot in.
Actually,
He
actually,
know better. He know
actually,
better
I
now.
ain't never got in trouble by my
Yeah,
nana
yeah,
or by
you
my
did.
auntie.
You used
No,
to.
I did not. I
Yeah,
never
you
got in trouble by
Shit.
my nana or my
did.
aunties, actually.
Man, you
And
tripping,
my
man.
and my brothers and
Listen.
sisters was the reason why I mostly got in trouble by my parents because they was always doing stuff.
You was innocent.
Nah, I
You just
wasn't innocent.
stirred stuff
I
up
wasn't
and watched
innocent. I
everybody
just
else
know
get in
how to not
trouble.
get in trouble.
You was a tattletale. You a caterpillar?
Nah,
I wish I knew who to tell on. I wish I knew who to tell on. It would save me some whippings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would save me some whippings if I knew who to tell on. But unfortunately, I didn't know who the culprit was. My
I like
parents.
you told on everybody.
I wish I could. I was the oldest. I got in
That's what
trouble
it
for everybody.
sounds
What you talking about? Listen, Sherry, listen, my dad was the type of dad, he beat everybody. Somebody drink the daggone Sprite, he gonna beat everybody. Someone eat the cookies, he gonna beat everybody. Because nobody was telling. Nobody was snitch on
uh-huh.
themselves. And I ain't know
Your
who did
daddy
it.
needed his ass beat.
Yeah, he needed his ass
argued
beat.
over
Hey,
Sprite and
hey,
cookies.
Izzy.
Yeah, Sprite and cookies. We
Hey,
had a lot of people in
hey.
our house. It's
You
people.
going there, nigga?
Listen, people, Sherry Bear, I had some trifling MFs in my house. They drink the Sprite and put water in it. They're trifling bastards.
Hey, Izzy. I ain't even gonna hold you, dog. My kids will be trying that with me. Oh, so nobody ain't gonna tell? All right. I tell you
Yeah,
what.
everybody
If
get it.
nobody ain't, everybody getting it.
And my
Hey,
ass
Dad,
wouldn't be
it was me.
around, so I wouldn't know the snitch. If I knew I'd snitch on it, I'd tell on all
I
them.
went to Trucker Dale
I was
because
snitch.
my daddy, he didn't give a damn. It didn't get done. Everybody get it done. Get it done. If the grass needed to be cut, it wasn't no girl wash the dishes. Why this shit ain't done?
Shout out to
Get it
Joseph
done.
Lamar. Get her done. Get her done, Skitty. Yeah, but I was abused. I wish I could knew who did it. I would tell. I couldn't tell because I didn't know who did it.
Boy, shut up. You
I didn't know
don't
who
know
did it. I wish
what
I
a
would have.
new child look like.
Uh-huh.
See,
Say
that's
what?
why that's why I was so
You
pissed off, Izzy.
Wait, I don't know what looked like.
an abused child?
Shit. I know you lying.
No, baby.
I
You
know
just
you effing lying.
growing up.
You don't want
And
me
you
to tell
had
you the truth.
parents. Boy, if
Ooh, I
you
know you
call
effing lying. If you say
abused
I don't know what
child,
abuse is,
no, you don't.
shit.
And I'm trying to tell you, you don't.
I might get my father locked up right now if I told what he did.
Let me
Shit, I
tell
know what
you,
abuse
if
is.
you
Trust me.
know abuse without, because see, I was raised in a time there was no child service. Ain't no people coming to your house.
Hey, shit, I was raised in that time too.
Them people ain't coming.
Nope, nobody coming to save you. You could call them if you want to. They ain't gonna come.
You get whipped and you understand you did something wrong, and I know I'm gonna have to take this ass whooping, but daddy, your belt buckle just hooked my hand
Getting your ass
and he
whooped.
snatch it right the fuck out.
But there you go with the F-bomb again.
You no,
I told you,
you
J
ain't
man. Told you she
see.
don't know how to act.
You's a mother. Ooh, I almost-
Hey, Coach A said, nah, I was literally physically and verbally abused in daycare, and I was mad at my parents for that issue till 2018. Shit. Man,
But can I say this? It
what?
made me smarter. It made me think. It made me have discernment. It made me understand that you're
You didn't
not
want to
just
be abused no
living
more.
for today. You living for tomorrow. You're moving, and you have to move in a different way. That's what my father, who I love so very much, taught me.
I love my parents very much too, but I mean, that didn't mean they didn't abuse us.
Nah, you a crybaby. You just a cry.
If you only knew. Hey, Real Spill Bill said that ain't no laughing matter, Izzy. That shit still got me effed up to this day. Damn. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you got hey, but listen, hey man, we all got it, bro. Hey, do you
So
think it
you
has
Patty
anything to do?
LaBelle right now, is he? You Patty LaBelle?
No, I ain't Auntie Patty.
Oh, you know.
Sing it, Auntie Sherry.
That's what you sounded like.
You wanted to be Auntie Patty. You ain't make it.
Actually, my pies is better than
Oh
that.
yeah, look that. Now your pies, but your pies ain't in Walmart though.
Auntie
Maggot
Patty
time.
just got caught with crack in her house.
Oh Lord, have mercy! Don't do what the hell? What the hell?
Oh,
Oh my
And
God,
I was
bro.
mad because I would have, had I had that much in my house, I would have went to work. Oh,
Leave
yes.
Auntie Patty alone. She had no crack. And Uniquely Studied said, do you think it has anything to do with why you don't seem to be able to control what you say?
Google it. Google it. We playing propaganda. Let's propaganda then. Auntie Patty.
Nope,
got
don't do that.
caught.
Auntie Patty is a national hero. I don't want to hear that.
Google it. Google
That
it.
is that positive? Hold on.
Hey,
Hold on.
Kojak.
Hold on. Is that positive? Is that good news? No, I don't want to talk that way about Auntie Patty now. Don't do that. Hey, so
Kojak.
I
Kojak
think
said,
it's positive hell. If I got caught with that many keys, not pounds, I'm gonna work it.
what you gonna do with the, what you gonna do with the
I
work?
look at my man, I say, baby, you don't tell me nothing. I ain't gonna tell you nothing, but I'm finna go to work.
What you
I
gonna
know
do
I'll
with the
do.
keys? Lord have mercy. Hey,
Work it,
he
work
got
it.
more keys than the piano. Talk about working. Hey, nah, the people at the daycare literally beat me for having to use the bathroom. Damn, that's crazy. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, that's why I don't
Well,
use the
y'all
bathroom.
stop
You ever
being
had to
crybaby.
stand?
You grown now.
You
Now
ever had
what you do?
he
What
can
you
go to the
mean? I
bathroom
don't.
You
anytime he
better
Hold
wants
learn
to
to
on.
make
now.
your own decisions.
Well, he can
Hold
go to the
on.
bathroom anytime he
What?
wants to now. He said, you ever had to stand barefoot on rice? The people at the daycare said that did that shit to me. You can't stand rice to this day, huh, Cole? Damn. That's messed up, bro.
There's something wrong when you can remember in the daycare still hurts you
It's
as an adult.
called trauma, Auntie Sherry. Stop being so insensitive. It's called trauma. What's
Nah,
wrong
it's
with
That
only
you?
that
it's
would
only
be a class
trauma.
action lawsuit right
It's
there.
Yeah, it
If
should
you
be.
get somebody else to get a couple other people involved, y'all got some money.
Yeah,
hey,
Cole.
they
Screw that
gotta they
daycare.
gotta they
They
Well,
gotta
probably
I
they
ain't
gotta.
agree
still
with her. If you could get your money, by all means, get your paper, baby.
They
Well,
probably still ain't open though. They probably
there,
still ain't open if they're doing
there's
all
a
that.
situation right now. I guess the father snapped on the daycare, which I understand. He ain't gonna get the lawsuit after what he did, but you'll see it. It's already hitting. Daughter, they locked his daughter in the dark room the entire time, and he flipped. Like he flipped. I'm talking about he punched out everybody that was working there, punched him out. So
Well, Trucker Yell, I used to bathe my children. Honestly, this gonna sound fucked up, but back in the day, a
That's
mother.
$10.
Oh,
I blame
I'm
you, Izzy.
trying. I'm
No, you
trying.
ain't trying hard enough. You ain't trying hard enough. Nope, nope, nope.
I am. Yes, I am. Why you being
Okay,
so
so
mean?
just tell me what happened back in the days. You owe me $10. Go ahead. We're listening. Go ahead.
A mother would get in the tub with her son. She bathed. And it wasn't no perverted stuff, how y'all view it today. But a mother would know from the follicle in his hair to the toenail on his foot. A mama would know if my son came home with anything incorrect. And back then, we didn't have like as many daycares where usually my children would go to grandma's house, mama house, something like that. And if my son didn't come home right, I'm fucking granny up.
$15. That's what's up. Hey, yo, Kojak said the place. Kojak said the place got burnt down by a parent whose kid was being abused back in 2002. Damn. God, I knew it wasn't around still. I know it. And the D, it ain't gonna make it. It ain't gonna make it. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
People
I ain't got
think,
no more money, is I'm broke. I
hey,
ain't got no more. I
well, you
gotta
gotta
pay
learn.
bills.
Why don't you know how to control your mouth?
Cause I don't. I'm just me. I'm just
You gotta learn how to
Then
control your mouth. You potty mouth, ma'am.
I ain't control. See, I
Yeah,
almost
I
said
gotta
it.
kick you off because you can't pay. I gotta kick you off. They're like, I gotta treat you like I treat the bill like the bill collector. You don't pay, you got to go.
No, nigga, you pay bills. You're not the bill collector.
Yeah, I'm the
I'll
bill
put a
collector
lien. I'll take out a lien on your channel. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know.
Wait! You taking out on the graves of the owners too, huh? What the?
I'm taking out a lien on your channel right this
Hey,
very
well,
moment.
well, you better pay your fare before you take out that lien. I know that
Oh,
much.
I'm tired of you charging me interest.
Well, I'm tired of you saying F-bomb. So what? Something got to give.
You let everybody else.
No, I don't. I know you lying. Ask Trucker Yeah. Trucker Yeah. Oh, I'm about to beat Trucker Yeah up right now for my $5. Ask him.
You told me trucker yell along.
I'm gonna beat him up for my $5. Ask him. I ain't playing.
Who you beating up?
Trucker.
Who you beating up?
So
Look,
they pay me my $5.
you gonna leave my
You
trucker
ain't
alone.
gotta say it. You ain't gotta say no. Listen, I'm near Alabama. We can get
Hey,
busy.
pull up. I got some frustration to take out too.
We ain't got nothing but pull up game.
Hey, I'm gonna hit you over here with a bottle.
If you don't do good.
Listen. That nigga showed me his. I'm on FaceTime looking at that fool. He got a bandage on the side of his head, the back of the head. I'm like, man.
That's
Boy,
crazy,
got
bro. He
busted,
got
bro.
messed up. That's crazy.
He got messed up. He was like, bro, I ain't never think. I said, well, you about this? You had this. It's your fault at this point because you let this happen. You let this go on for a long time.
Absolutely.
Told you.
His son is lucky that he didn't press charges.
They did press charges on him.
He did?
They did.
Oh, wow.
They pressed charges on him.
Oh, what? After, whoa, wait. They hit him over the head and then pressed charges on him, bro?
Yeah. The part that I didn't tell you was when he blacked out, he ended up knocking the kids out.
Oh, yeah. He did not. Okay, well, he did right. He did right.
He said, I said, well, you know what?
Mama said knock you out.
He got charges pressed on him, but
let's go, Izzy.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock you out. Hey, dude, you hit me over there.
See, here's where your friend went wrong. He's a man. Like, I had a daughter-in-law one time just kicking in the door, acting a doctor. And my son, this is a true story. He went outside and he shot the gun at the ground. And they told him, what do you call that when you shoot guns in there? Criminal recklessness?
Yeah, it's endangered because you're shooting it in a public place, and it's reckless use of a firearm.
I told him, had you shot her?
Oh my God!
No, you love her. Make her stop doing dumb shit.
Damn, forever?
You can't make nobody stop doing stuff.
Yes, he could if he would have.
What he supposed to do?
If he would have popped it, he probably would have stopped forever.
If you put a high one in there, sure. What's the consequences of doing that?
No. See, this what I'm getting to, Trucker Yale. Your friend allows that shit. If he allow it, evidently he likes it.
Dang.
Stay out of grown folks' personal business.
Dang.
That's what they been. If he got hit in the bottle, I can't even imagine me walking up to my husband and saying, "Bow, you cracked over the head." He's gonna be like, "Bitch, is you dumb? You feeling suicidal?" What the fuck?
Wait. Okay, you can't say that word.
Listen. At the end of the day, it happened.
No, he likes it, Trucker. He likes it.
No, that's not true. Listen, Cherry Berry.
Stop trying to be everybody's savior. You're not their savior.
How
Stop
am I
it,
trying to say?
Trucker. That's why you feel depressed and you tell these sad stories. You can't save everybody.
What the fuck? What is it? You
Trucker, I
got me
heard
cussed
that.
now.
That's $10, Trucker. I heard it.
What?
I heard it. I heard
What?
that's $10, Trucker. I
What?
want my $10
I got
and
you. So
15%.
first off, that's not even, bro. I'm talking about the whole listen, the whole situation. I'm not even
Why
trying
he
to
call
say.
you? Why he ain't call his mama or his daddy, his sister or his uncle? Why he call you and tell the story?
Is you gonna let me speak?
Okay, you
That's a great question, right?
That was a great question, though. That really is. Go ahead, Cherry. Let him answer. Go ahead, Trucker. Answer that.
Okay, cool. I was the last person to know. He did call his mama. He did call his daddy. He talked to my wife, which is his sister. You get what I'm
for
saying?
some reason.
So
Wait, hold on, Cherry. Hold on, Cherry.
So again, because I ain't like everybody else. I'm very involved with the family. Okay, so we communicate. So
Okay.
when I found out, everybody else already knew. And he was just planning the story. I'm like, oh, cool. But I told you this was gonna happen. I ain't saved the nigga. I said, now what you gonna do? That's my question. I don't know. I don't know where
I
the same
already did it. I
mentality came
knocked
from.
everybody out. He said he did it already. He knocked everybody out. Shout out to the
Dude.
glue guy. He said, Auntie Chill. Shout out to Mo Business. Mo Business just looking like, what? What's up, Mo Business? What's up? What's up?
And there too, ain't nobody depressed. I'm talking about the actions.
Nigga, you are, because you soaking up this story. This story been going on for about a couple of hours now. You soaking it up.
Cherry,
You love
Cherry,
your
you keep
mother-in-law.
dragging.
Oh,
Cherry,
okay.
you keep again. You keep saying it's a depressing story. I'm talking about the lesson behind it. The lesson behind it is
the manosphere uplifted men. You making me sad, and I'm not even a man.
I don't know what to call it. I don't know what to tell you, Sherry. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. No matter. Listen, I don't know what to tell you. All I'm gonna say is that's the point. When you do soft parenting, that's the result you get at the end of the day.
He made
That's
that
all I'm
story
gonna
up
get at.
just to tell us that, Sherry. That's what happened.
No, I didn't.
I'm a troll.
Right. I
I'm a
got off
troll.
of.
When you gonna start
Yeah.
your own channel?
I got
I'm a
off the
troll.
panel for. I took 2 hours out of my day to get off the panel, get back on the panel to tell this damn sick, this retarded, slow ass story. No, I'm just using it as a lesson because this shit happens a lot. That's why I say, and you said it yourself, man. Listen, I dealt with some disrespectful stuff just to make sure my kids is good.
Yeah, but
It's
not that
clear-
disrespectful. Not that disrespectful.
Man,
I ain't gonna lie,
listen,
bro. Ain't nobody busting me on the head with nothing.
Listen, you'd be surprised how many
If you
dudes
bust me
are
on the
going through
head,
that.
it's gonna be the last day you bust somebody ever.
He said he blacked out. He said they called him up. He nodded
Take
up
you
in the
right
head.
in this world. I'll take you out.
Take you out. You got to go. You got to go. You think you bold enough to bust me in my head? You got to go.
Yeah,
I told him like this. I told
just
him,
comparing them right upside the head.
listen, but you know why she felt like she was bold enough? You know why she felt like she was bold enough?
Go on back to you.
Say what you say, Tucker?
You know
Let
why
the Lord fight my battles. Victory.
Take the wheel, Lord. Take the wheel. What you say, Tucker? What happened?
You know why she was bold enough to do that? Because she watched her mama do that crazy stuff one time. So,
Absolutely,
that's
and
what I'm
my
saying.
daddy.
So,
Not just my mama, my daddy too. See, there you go. Trying to throw mama. My daddy raised me. I was raised by a man.
He wasn't talking about you. He's talking about the wife done beat the husband up. Catch up, Miss Sherry. Come on now.
Okay, I might be. I might be a little
okay,
bitch.
You off on that one. You off on that one. Hey, what's y'all last words? We about to close this down. I appreciate y'all coming and kicking with us. Maybe today before we end our show, Auntie Sherry and Trucker Yell will settle up with the count. Auntie Sherry owe $15. Trucker Yell owe $10. I appreciate both of y'all.
No, I don't.
You do. The
Man,
devil is alive.
You are the bank. You just rob everybody.
Hey, I didn't tell you to say F bombs.
She
As a
said
matter of fact,
she just robbed
I
everybody.
asked you. Hold on. As a matter of fact, I kind of begged you not to. So, hey, I ain't no man.
No, you didn't. You
Okay.
encouraged me. Because you
Okay.
asked me questions that you knew would make me go,
I
why
did
you
not.
laughing?
I
Why you
did not,
laughing?
because you don't know. I told you before you answer the questions, Auntie Sherry. Now, don't say no F bombs. I said it before you even
No
answered the question.
accountability in sight.
No accountability, just zero accountability, just terrible.
Yeah, because you the leader, you the man,
I know, and I tried to lead you to pay me my
and
money.
you led me into saying F-bomb.
Hey, the devil is a lie. See, no man don't run you, Auntie Sherry. That's what you
Yeah,
told me.
men run women. Ain't
Not
you
you.
part of the
Not
manosphere?
you.
Ain't you angry?
I'm
Get
not.
angry.
I'm not angry or part of the manosphere. Nope,
Yeah,
neither
I
one.
thought so. I thought so. I
Nah,
thought
neither
so.
one. Neither one.
Huh?
Neither. Hey, yo, what's your last words? What's your
I don't
last
even know
words?
what I don't even know what to say at this point. Whoop them kids' ass. That's how I feel about it.
I
But you can
say that
communicate
too.
with them too. You can communicate, but I I think right. I think like right now, um, people are terrible at parents. I think right now
Yeah.
people are terrible at parents.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna get better, but right now we have to. You know, they say it's gonna get worse before it get better. I think we at that stage at this point. So
Okay.
um, that's pretty much it. Ain't got what them kids ask. Make sure they raised to be grown adults, not grown
Y'all
children,
will be. Wait.
and just enjoy life. That's it.
Shout out to Chucky. I appreciate you, bro. Hey, run me my paper. Thank you. Who would like to go next? I appreciate y'all coming through. Who would like to go next? Last words.
I
I
don't
just
even know
wanted to
if I
say
can get
y'all
up
have
out
a
of
nice
here.
weekend.
Oh,
You too, CJ Bruce. Appreciate you coming up and kicking it with us. Shout out to you.
agreed. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Listen, my final words. Look into some other options. Find something else to do. Do a little bit of research and see if there is something that's just a little bit better than the way you've been doing things for as long as you have. Y'all be blessed.
You have a great day. Queen Sanaa, appreciate you. Y'all check out Queen Sanaa, her channel. Auntie Sherry, what's your last words, Auntie Sherry?
I didn't know that lady had a I would love to argue with you. But what?
She don't want to
But
argue
what
with you.
I would say is it depends on the child. Like some child they move a different way. Now, if my child did something bad, and I know my child is into music, writing, whatever it is, I will punish you because you go sit here and write. If my child is into basketball, and you know what I'm saying, nah, you gonna bounce that ball all motherfucking day until you get tired. Nigga, don't you bounce balls?
Auntie Sherry, okay, that's $20. Okay, appreciate you, Auntie Sherry. Have a
God
good
damn.
have a good evening. Much love to you. We see
Good
you later.
night. I
Good night.
owe you. But as long as I owe you, you will never be broke.
Nah, hell no. I'll be broke forever messing with you, waiting for you to pay me. It took you forever to pay me the last time. You just paid me today. Queen Sanaa, did you have any last words? Shout out to Auntie Sherry. We love you still, though. Send me my $20, Auntie Sherry. Queen Sanaa, you have any last words to say? Anything to add? Okay, maybe she wasn't here. All right. Yo, shout out to everybody that came through today. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all could have been everywhere in the world, but y'all chose to be here with me. It means the world to me. Yo, Kojak said, y'all don't want the Kojak Collection agency on your ass. I accept fingers, toes, kneecaps, elbows, necks, legs, arms, eye sockets, and noses. F out of here. You either pay up or you get laid up in the ICU. That's how that goes. D's Nuts, what's up, D's? He says, she fresh off that Mad Dog 2020. Gemini 605 said, Knicks are going to win. Izzy, I hope they do. That way I could be a bandwagon fair weather fan. I hope they do. Because I'm going to be like, yeah, go Knicks. Go Knicks. I've been looking for an East Coast thing. Hey, why not be the Knicks? Why not be my hometown squad? Shit. Nah, Izzy, nah. Speak for yourself. Shit. All right, listen. I appreciate everybody that came through and supported the show. Thank you to Auntie Sherry. Thank you to Trucker Yell with Trucker Yell and Auntie Sherry. They both need to come through with the come through before I end this show. $20 respectively, Auntie Sherry, and $10 to Trucker Yell. Shout out to Kills. I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to J-Man. Shout out to let me see, to Jay Watts, thank you. To Romello 747, thank you. To let me see, to Freedom, thank you. To 220 Love 07, thank you. To Bridget M, thank you. Thank you. Queen Sanaa, to It's Just Me, thank you. Thank you to Trucker Yale. Thank you to Kills. Thank you very much. Let me just make sure I got everybody. I gotta make sure I got everybody. Hold on. Shout out to JD 1975 and Kills. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate everybody who supported the show today. Y'all been awesome. I appreciate it. He said, I'll be on replay, bro. Been working. I got you. MF has got me effed up. Pay up or get effed up. Yeah, pay. It is easy win on BT 365 on Wemby tonight. Get that bread. $5 to hit 175. Hey man, I don't be betting like that, bro. I don't know. But hey, y'all, the game is gonna come on shortly. Getting ready for that. But listen, maybe Touré isn't completely right. And maybe Dr. Cheyenne Bryant isn't completely right. But if we're more concerned with defending our favorite personality than finding what actually works, then the children were never the priority in the first place, the argument was. Because the whole thing started out because one person believed in corporal punishment and another person believed in soft parenting. Now, we've learned a lot today. This has been a very informative show, a very thought-provoking show. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. It was not a DMP conversation, but it was about parenting. I tried to take another angle other than that with then Dr. Cheyenne Bryant and Touré going back and forth, Cheyenne without the doctor going, all of that. I tried to take another angle to it because their main argument was soft parenting versus corporal punishment. So I hope that y'all enjoyed the show. I hope that y'all really had a good time. I hope that y'all learned something today. I hope that y'all remember. And thank y'all so much, man. I really appreciate you. 8 p.m. EDT. Hey, yeah, y'all enjoy the end of my IMSA race on NBC live for downtown Detroit. Shout out to that. Thank y'all so much. And we out. We out. We're gonna leave y'all with a little medley, and it goes a little something like this because they ain't had to drop all them F-bombs, man.
Struggling to keep my channel alive. Every little comment is hard to survive. They clown my presentation, they throw shade, but I'm grinding every day. Got dreams to invade. I say no F-bombs, that's the code I keep. But they look at me crazy like I'm in too deep. They're shouting what the F's this about. I tell them straight up, you better watch your mouth. Cracking down on me like I'm on the edge. Through the noise and the chaos, gotta push the ledge. Bomb feet. No exceptions inside. If you drop that word, you best pay up right. We ain't gotta drop F-bombs. So much more we can say. You ain't gotta drop F-bombs. If you do, then F you pay me. I'll stay the F away. We ain't gotta drop F-bombs. It's against the rules, you see. You ain't gotta drop F-bombs. But if you do, it's get the F out of here. Pay me my 5 F-bomb fee. Immediately. Yeah. Late night grinding, views going up. Trying to keep it clean while they're pouring from that cup. Every time they test me, I just smile and nod. But deep inside, I'm fighting like a soldier for the squad. F you pay me, become a daily mantra. You don't respect the grind, man, I gotta go like mantra. Stop playing games with my hustle, don't you see? I'm just trying to build a future, that's the real G. Throwing shade at my style, but I won't back down. With my vision and focus, gotta claim my crown. Keep it on the real, I'll take your payment, but I won't take the deal. We ain't gotta drop F-bombs. So much more we can say. We ain't gotta drop F-bombs. If you do, then F you pay me. I'll stay the F away. We ain't gotta drop F-bombs. It's against the rules, you see. We ain't gotta drop F-bombs. But if you do is get the F out of here, pay me my 5 F-bomb fee. My 5 F-bomb fee. My 5 F-bomb fee. Every like, every share, that's the currency now. Riding this wave while making my vow. No F-bombs in my zone, gotta set the bar high. Keeping it true while they wonder why. Elevate the game while they often decay. Watch me rise to the top, you'll see me slay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So next time you'll fire those words in the air. Remember the rule, show that you care. Drop a thought, drop a beat, but don't drop the air. Just keep it clean and I'll handle the rest. You gotta drop F-bombs.